Ricardo,
I see you're hard at work.
how's it going, man?
Oh, I'm trying to light. Working hard, huh? You're gonna process 1,000 photos.
Well, I'm already started. I've already done a lot of them already.
Good.
But I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do. I have 1,023 flagged from the Festival of Colors.
You want to finish them?
Yeah, I have to finish them this weekend.
Hey, I saw that great picture of you and Larry. Not Larry, but Sergey.
Yeah, that was fun, huh?
Yeah. So you got to see the glasses.
Yeah, I did. I didn't realize people would be so hyped up on that.
Dude, we didn't even know about it. That's the secret project. They announced it to the company at the same time they announced it to the public. Yeah,
I was surprised. I didn't expect Scoble. Scoble keeps on top of that stuff more than I do. And when I got to this event, I went as Scoble's guest. Scoble had been invited, and he said, "Did you see Sergey in the glasses?" And I'm like, "Huh?" It's like, "Yeah, he's wearing the glasses." And so I'm like, "All right, sure, yeah, I got to get a picture of that." Of course, I went over and took a picture of it, and then we saw him in the dinner, and so we went up to say hello. I had met him before, but only on a Hangout.
Oh, right. Yeah, you guys hung out once, and he was asking you about cameras and stuff.
Yeah, it was weird. When I first joined Google Plus, like at the beginning,
yeah.
I was just hanging out one night in my basement, and all of a sudden I saw Sergey Brin invites you to a Hangout. So I said, sure, why not? And,
yeah, I remember this. I remember you told me about it.
Yeah, so we hung out for about half an hour and just talked about photography. But so I saw him there, and we talked about cameras and stuff, but he was wearing them, and we got a couple of pictures with Scoble and I, and then the next day I put it online, and I didn't realize that it was going to be like, I have CBS News and Fox News and.
No, it's big news because, the video gets put out, but nobody really thought that there was a real working prototype.
Right, and so they just, it was kind of cool.
I mean, nobody really even knows if it's a working prototype because nobody's really seen what's inside those glasses, but that's the whole mystery of it, right?
Right, it could be nothing, right? Inside it.
It could just be a really great prop.
But that whole event was pretty good. It was for the Foundation for the Blind, and we had dinner in the dark.
Cool.
Which was cool. So I figured, I was listening to this cool music. I had this soundtrack going, and I was like debating, do I like, for sure I'm processing photos tonight because I'm gonna totally finish these things. But I was debating, do I just listen to this great music or do I throw a Hangout on? So I figured, why not? You can't do both, because you can't play music on a recorded Hangout.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, yeah, because of the copyright thing.
Right. That's kind of lame, though, if you think about it. I mean, shouldn't there be like an exemption for personal use like that?
I actually don't know. I can't comment about these things, especially on another Hangout.
Right, on a recorded one, right?
Yeah.
Did you get a haircut?
And a shave.
You lost all your hair. So,
yeah, well,
so I did. I did process some more photos of you in here today. Let's see if I can find some here. Where did they go? I've been making progress.
I've been sick since last Tuesday, so finally I just got tired. I mean, I've been just basically at home, and so today I said, well, I'll feel a lot better. I'm gonna go get a haircut and a shave. That will make me feel a lot better. So.
Yeah, you look like you're about 18.
Terrible to start my new job and then I get sick right away and I have to miss over half the week.
Yeah, so have you started it now already? Or
Monday. Last Monday was my first day, and I'm already working on stuff that's going to be going out soon.
Nice. So you like the new gig?
I love it. It's a cool place to be.
Man, I can't imagine a cooler place to be. That's where you're in the middle of it right now.
Yeah.
God, where are these pictures I took of you? I took some of you. I think they're
Yeah,
right
everybody's
here.
really nice, and it's really it's a very good place to be at.
Except for Vincent Moe, he's a jackass. Right? No, I'm kidding.
And
So
people will like plus message me, and they'll be like plus for Carlos, plus for Vincent Moe, and they'll talk about something that's wrong with Google Plus. And I'm like, okay, we'll let Vince handle that.
here's some of you. Here's you and Chris Chabot.
It's like when we're in that war and we're shooting the war. That's right.
Yeah, I think the color one works better here, but I played around a bit with black and white.
The black and white of the Festival of Color just makes it look like very different. It gives a totally different feel.
It's kind of cool though. I like it. I did quite a few in black and white. So there's you and Chris again. Let's see if I can find some other ones. Here's some more of you. You might have seen some of these from the other night, but I like that one. That's good.
Yep.
So you it doesn't look anything like you anymore since the beard's gone.
No, but I mean, shit, it'll grow back really quick. It's a matter of time.
And then there's this. Then there's this one, and then there's this one. I totally went overboard on the processing with this one, but I liked it.
That's cool. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too. What's that? I am processing. I'm with Ricardo. I'm processing with Ricardo.
Oh, I gotta blow my nose. What's that?
I'm showing him these pictures. Ricardo's working for the Google Photos team now, you know. Yeah, I was showing him pictures of him. You know my wife, Julia.
No, you go ahead and process it. We'll just chat. I'll just hang out with you. I'll process it.
He shaved his beard. Nice.
He did. Look how clean cut. He looks like he's about 14.
Yeah, he does.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
So did they made you do that for the photos team to get rid of the beard?
No.
Okay, so here we go.
But they'll probably be surprised when I show up on Monday and be like, no beard, no clean shave.
You should wear a suit to work on Monday.
Then they'll think I went looking for a job.
Like a tie and all that.
If you show up
Crazy
to work with a collar shirt, people think you were out looking for a job.
It was pretty crazy when at that dinner, because it was business attire. So like probably 95% of the men there wore suits.
Uh-huh.
And then the 5% that didn't wear suits, like Scoble, they at least wore like a collared shirt. Except for Sergey. He's the only guy there that showed up like wearing like a long sleeve T-shirt.
Yep.
He was the but I guess, when you're him, you can wear whatever you want, right?
Well, was he at least wearing shoes? Not like, not the toed, like, talking about those not really shoes, they're just like socks but with toes, rubber socks.
Right. There's like what are they, like scuba diving shoes?
Right. He wears those a lot around the office.
Crocs. Are those Crocs?
No, well, the Crocs, yeah, but it also like the Vibram makes them, and they're like just like I forget what they're called, but they're like toe socks or something, like toe shoes.
Hmm.
Oh, your
yeah,
toe shoes.
The whole thing with suits is kind of I don't know. It's kind of, you wonder about that. I mean, what's the point of a suit? What does it really do? What does it signify?
Well, he had as much success as he's had. It kind of doesn't really mean much, right? The suit.
Well, right. That's the point. Yeah. I mean, like when I say, he can wear whatever he wants, but it's interesting though, because do you support that sort of traditional wardrobe, or do you say no? I'm gonna, suits are stupid. I mean, really. I mean, why do we wear these like weird outfits these uniforms, really, with like this big, long phallic thing that points right straight down to our crotch. You know? I mean, what's the point of that?
I don't know that.
I don't know. You know, you wonder, you know, why don't we wear just whatever's comfortable? I mean, what? I mean, it's just... I will say, you know, I work in the investment business, and it was suit. We had to wear suits up until about 2000, when everything got sort of really tech crazy. And our boss came in one day and he said, "Well, Goldman Sachs has stopped making everybody wear suits to work." And he says, "If Goldman Sachs does it, we're going to have to do it too." And so we went casual.
You don't have to wear suits to work anymore. What if you're meeting a client? You do.
Yeah, if I'm meeting a client, I wear a suit. But if I'm not meeting a client, it's, you know, what's the point?
That makes sense.
I have a hard time deciding on color or black and white with a lot of these.
They never have. Oh, you have a picture of the same kid. You know, I have a picture of those kids too.
Do you? Yeah, they were great.
I already processed them. I'll show you the pictures that I have of them.
Yeah, they were really great.
Actually, no, that's a different girl. Hold on, I do have a picture of that girl though. That's a different little girl. So
What little girl were you thinking? Were you thinking of Katie's daughters?
No, that little girl. I definitely remember her because she had a really interesting look. Must have been at the end of the.
Yeah, she did, didn't she? She had an interesting face.
And I have a picture of her and her dad. There it is.
PJ, how's it going?
Hi.
That's the same girl.
Good. How are you?
Is that the same girl?
Yeah.
Let's see. Put it up big. I can't see it. It's tiny.
Oh, okay. Let me make it bigger.
I do it. PJ, did you add me as a friend on Facebook?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But you're not PJ on Facebook. You're somebody else.
I'm Jill.
Jill, right?
Now, this isn't on air, is it?
Yes, it is. Should I not say that?
No, I don't know. I just couldn't tell.
Yeah. This is on air. That's great, Ricardo. I love that shot.
That's the same little girl. Yeah, she had a really great.
Yeah, it's the same little girl that I'm processing right now. That one right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, she had a really great look, didn't she?
It's like the eyes. The eyes are just really, really different.
So, Jill, what have you been up to?
She's cute. Oh, not much.
Do you like Jill more than PJ?
Well, online I use PJ.
Right.
Usually.
Usually.
You know me, from the New York area.
Right. From PJ from the New York area. No, but you're. What's that? But what do you like better? What do you like to be called better?
Well, my friends call me Jill.
All right. Well, we're all friends here, right?
Okay.
I call you Jill.
I really wanted to go to this.
To the Festival of Colors?
Yeah.
You totally should have. Why didn't you?
Because we were trying to tag it to a ski trip, and it turned out that ski trip's going to be a few weeks later than that was. So.
You know, we did go to Park City.
Well, are there good places to go there? I mean.
Well, you know, I'm not really a skier. Maybe Ricardo is, but.
No, I mean for pictures.
Oh, for pictures? Well, they have a couple of Banksies in Park City, which are cool.
You found a lot of the Banksies in Salt Lake and Park City, right?
Well, I didn't find a single one in Salt Lake. I found where one of them was, but it had been painted over, which sucked.
So you got the post Banksy wall.
Which Banksy wall? Which one? Post?
As in they painted over. There used to be a...
Oh, right. I did, you know, but it was kind of interesting because I had a picture of it on my phone and I was looking at it, and you could actually still see, like, remnants of what it had been, of where it had been, like the halo over the little angel. And it felt so horrible though. I mean, why do they paint over that stuff?
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it.
I guess it depends on the city, because like Park City, frames them, and they're like, this is now part of the city. Depends on the city.
Well, I think it also depends on the property owner, even more than the city.
True, right? It is up to the property owner. San Francisco has painted some of them over, haven't they?
Some of them have. Actually, this one that's behind me that I usually have up when I'm on video.
Like this one, good framed or something like that.
Yeah, that one was on Valencia Street above a store, and they painted over that one.
Some people, I guess, don't really realize what those are.
Yeah, I guess. When it was interesting. When I was in Detroit a couple years ago, when he did some new ones in Detroit, and it was out at the old Packard plant, and they had just found out about it. It was like a bird in a bird cage. And so we went down to see it because we were shooting Packard anyways, and the owner of the property was there, and he's like, "What do I do? I don't know what to do with this. Do I, is this worth money? Do I like get a crew out here and tear it out of the wall and save it, or what do I do?"
What did you tell him?
I said, I don't know what you do. I said, it's, I said, but who knows? It's maybe just leave it here, or maybe. I think he ended up like literally pulling the bricks out of the wall. But I guess they're worth money, I mean, I don't know what they're worth, $50,000 or something for something like that.
Really? I think if he did one inside of my house, I leave it there and let other people look at it.
Well, but see, the problem is when you leave it there, like a lot of the places, like even in San Francisco, they're all covered with like plexiglass because otherwise people vandalize them.
Okay, that's true, right? Yeah, maybe you want to protect it.
Right, so...
So how did your camera equipment fare in this colored dust?
I think it did surprising. The Canon 5D Mark III, I think, did surprisingly well.
So you took your...
I was pretty... Yeah, I was pretty happy overall with the way it performed. I mean, I felt at the time like I'm totally ruining my stuff.
Right.
But
like I'm sure that's what it seems like. Well,
but afterwards, it felt like, okay, well, that kind of worked. That wasn't so bad.
Somebody posted pictures of their camera, kind of.
Yeah, that was
Chris.
Is that Chris?
Yeah, he posted the pictures while it was going on, and that post got a lot of attention.
I love this picture if this guy had just made a slightly nicer look, but I'm going to probably process it anyways.
So what will you do with all of these 1,000+ photos? I mean,
well, what I do, Jill, is I've got about 20,000 photos in my to be uploaded folder right now. So I've got a folder. Let's see here. I think you might be able to see it. Maybe not. Yeah, there it is. So to be uploaded, and it's on one of my Drobas. It's not on this one, but anyways, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So then each day I set up photos to go to Flickr. So like I already know, tomorrow morning I'll be uploading these photos. And I do 20 photos in the. What's that?
Sorry. You send more to Flickr than say to Google Plus or Facebook?
Yeah. Well, I do 5 a day on Facebook and Google Plus, and I do 40 a day on Flickr.
Okay.
And so I have an archive folder, and so it's got stuff like this is from the Austin City Limits Music Festival. So that was a while back, and this is that's Charlie Blake, when she was modeling for us out at in Alameda. And that's my son William out at Albany Bulb at this graffiti. So I'll take all these photos that I process and I dump them in a to be uploaded folder, and then I randomly select from that and upload them every day. So these photos will literally be uploaded to the web over the next 30 years.
So when you say randomly select, do you have a program that just picks 5 pictures out, or you go in and decide?
No, it's kind of a crude way to do it, but I just go into the folder and I just put it on view so I can't even see what it is. On what do they call that? They call that
The
Files.
the list of files.
does it have the name? It's whatever this thing is up here. And so I don't even see, and then I just go through and randomly pick 20 and then dump them into like a Monday AM, and then another 20 in a Monday PM, and another 20 in a Tuesday AM, and another 20 in a Tuesday PM. And then the stuff that I like the most, I put it into a folder that's to go to Google+. So right now, the Google+ folder has 10,000 photographs in it. These are all what I would consider contenders for Google+.
But those are ones that you've already put onto Flickr?
So most of them I have not,
Oh, okay.
but some of them I have. So these are all, just various contenders that I could post to Google+. And so each day I look through here about 5 times a day and pick out one. So I might say, okay, well, let's do this one, A Kiss Before I Go, which is, some architecture in Toronto.
You put
Or I might. What's that?
You put the titles on when you edit them?
Yeah, when I edit them. Or, I might, here is A History of Lovers. Or here is A Little More. Train. Here's a New York one. I thought I saw a New York one. Where'd it go? Oh, well, I lost it.
I can't imagine with all those pictures.
There are definitely some from New York. If I hit, I'm sure if I do a New York search.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, when are you guys going to make it? All you West Coasters are going to someday have to make it to New York, right?
Oh, yeah. The problem is I'm trying to shoot I'm trying to shoot the 100 largest American cities. And so I've already shot New York,
Yeah. How many have you done? What's the...
I've done I want to say well, let me see. I can tell you. So it's kind of well, do you go to New York, which is great. I could shoot New York for 8 years straight. Or do you go and shoot, Philadelphia, which I haven't shot yet.
Well, that would be a good one too.
So these are some New York photos. Yeah, Philadelphia. I mean, there's so many of them. These are most of these are New York photos. Like this is in the Apple Store in Midtown.
Yeah,
Looking up, I love that view from that elevator. God, I love that. And here's Central Park, some little bird. So I've shot New York I want to say 2 or 3 times. 3 times, I think. You got the old love thing. Robert, Indiana. Sculpture. Love that. This was in the I think this was the Natural History Museum, or maybe the Met. I think it was the Met.
Where's that?
I love getting up on rooftops in New York, getting up on top of hotels and shooting down and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Such a great view from the sky. But I totally want to go back to New York. I mean, all the time. I'm gonna, I say I'm not gonna go to cities until I do the other ones. But then I'm going to Chicago again in June, and I already shot Chicago. But that's because it worked out with a work thing.
What is this conference? Was it Colby Brown? Somebody posted about a Google Plus Photographers Conference.
Yeah, I heard about that. Mike Wyachek asked me if Scott Kelby had talked to me about it. And I told him no, so it could be something Scott Kelby's doing. Do you know anything about that, Ricardo?
Never heard about it.
I just saw a post the other day that mentioned
Some sort of Google Plus photography conference. I don't think Scott Kelby likes me though.
I don't think
We got kind of into it once.
No, that happens. You get into it with everyone.
Yeah, I suppose I do, don't I? You know, I've been trying to mellow out lately.
I don't think
though.
anybody can choose not to like you just because of that.
just opinionated.
Yeah.
So you love the new Canon? Is that the...
I love my new Canon. It's fantastic.
And you don't have both, right? You can get
I don't have both, no. Ricardo shoots an Icon.
Yeah. But not one of the new ones.
Are you going to get a D800, Ricardo?
No, but I might pick up a cheaper used D700 along the way, as everybody gets rid of their 700s because they upgrade to 800s.
Yeah.
I've never really wanted to be like right on the brand new edge of some technologies. Usually I like to be one behind because it's just cheaper.
How long does it take you per picture to edit these?
Myself, I don't know. It kind of depends. Maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
Do you go back? Do you ever save some to go back to, or you just do it and then you're done?
No, I mean usually what I do is I just pick like. Here we go. John Bauer, how are you, John?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Hawk?
What's going on?
I'm working on photos.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to do a tilt shift, and I'm having trouble with it.
Oh, you know what you need to get?
Using
You're
Photoshop.
trying to
I'm doing
get
it.
FX.
Oh,
How are you doing it?
I'm using Snapseed.
Okay, they have a little filter for that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it works. I just don't know how to make it look right.
Is this something on the phone?
Snapseed is on the tablet, an iPad.
No, I'm running the desktop version of it.
Okay, there's one for a desktop too.
You know what is a great... Oh, we lost him, huh?
He'll be back. There he is.
That was weird.
Yeah, you're back. You know what is the best easy thing for tilt shift that I found is, and it's a really cheap app. It's like $30 for the software. It's FX Photo Studio Pro. They've got a wonderful little tilt shift program, filter, amongst a bunch of other things.
I'm looking at it now.
It's so easy. You just drag and drop it right on, and it tilt shifts, and then you like pick how much tilt shift you want.
Yeah,
It's much.
Snapseed is easy too. I just don't know how to make it look right. Are you guys in the middle of something?
No?
No, we're just hanging out. We're just processing.
Can I show you what I'm trying to do?
Yeah, just screen
Yeah.
share.
Can I? So
You
I.
can just screen share.
You won't mess that up. Multiple people can screen share now.
Yeah, you can have more than one screen share. We're just processing, except for Jill. Jill's like providing the color commentary from New York City.
So I'll show you the ones I've done so far. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, I can see it.
So that's first one. I don't think it really, I'm not sure where to set the points. Let me show you the next one.
John, have you shot with a tilt shift lens before?
No. This is just, I shot it with a regular lens and I'm just trying to make it look miniature now.
Right.
So let me show you Snapseed actually, and then if you don't think it can do it well, then I'll go get the other one. So I'm running. Go ahead.
I can show you one real quick in I think FX Photo Studio Pro has a trial too. If you want to try it out first.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. But how would
But
you
it's, I mean, it
try
couldn't
to
be easier.
miniaturize this one? Where would you put, like, what part would you blur? I keep going diagonal like this.
I wouldn't. I would blur that bottom part and the top part. I would do a complete normal horizontal. Yeah, I'd do like that. That's what I would do. But I would do more blur on the bottom. And more blur on the top, too. I'd blur a little stronger. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'd do something like that. Travis, how's it going? All right, we can't hear you. Do you have your mic off? John, so who is this bass grinder guy, and why does he hate my guts so much?
Yeah, he hates everybody, dude.
Man, that guy, he just won't shut up. I mean, he's just like constantly, Thomas Hawk this, Thomas Hawk that. I think he's in love with me or something.
Yeah, he's your fan.
Right now.
Dude,
Hey there.
what is that guy's problem?
Yeah, he gets, I mean, I can't really speak for him, but,
Oh, I know.
yeah, he's just, he's kind of bitter about some people, you know?
Why is he so angry?
I don't really know, dude.
Yeah, I know. I saw he was a friend of yours when I looked at his profile, so.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I know him, but I don't know exactly why he does what he does. Does that make it look miniature?
Yes, that looks good.
Really? Yeah, I think I stare at it for so long that I can't tell when it looks miniature, you know?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Joe, what do you think?
I think the woman in the hot pink shirt and red hat throws it back to regular size for me, for some reason.
Does it?
She just doesn't seem,
You want to blur her a little bit more?
maybe. Now that's looking.
That looks better?
Yeah.
To me, that looks more mini. She kept making it seem normal size. And,
See, I don't know. See, I think that's a tough one to make look mini, though. I think, you know, but maybe I just jump into the old cliche of it's, you know, I only do the tilt shift stuff if I'm looking down on something.
That is true. Like the higher up you are in your subject, the easier it is to make it look mini. But that doesn't mean that the tilt shift effect doesn't look good even on any image, anyways. It's all really about just what you want to make. It's always funny.
I'm
Like
just trying to make a photo that's not that interesting more interesting.
I know the feeling. Mark, how's it going?
It's going good. How's it going with you guys?
All right.
Good.
We're doing a little photo processing tonight.
Nice. I have a crying baby in the background. I'll be right back.
All right.
Thomas, what should I call this one? I didn't really notice this image until I saw like where the handprints were after I took the image, and I was like, oh, nice capture.
So what are you gonna call it? Nice tits? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I shouldn't say that.
I mean, we're gonna have to. I want to be a little more subtle about it.
I know.
We're gonna keep it. It's getting.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that looks really great. Who did those handprints? Lotus?
That would have been a good picture, right?
I'm kidding.
Nice image. I like that one with the boat.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a tilt shift worthy one, though.
So how did you make that image? Where were you so that you could look exactly down on the boat?
I was on a bridge above it.
Wow, did you hang like pretty far out from the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Really nice. I like the colors.
I don't know anything about tilt shift. Does it only work if you do it horizontally, or can you do it blurred on the right and left and it does the same thing?
Well, when you're doing it in post, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, I think it works either way. It depends. I think you can do it diagonally or like horizontal or vertical.
Yeah.
You know, I actually shot with the Canon 14 millimeter. Is it 14 millimeter? I think. Tilt shift lens, the f4 in Detroit. Ed Sorecki had one, and that was kind of fun. Actually, shooting with like the real deal.
Yeah, that'd be fun to try.
I mean, the lens, I've got it. I've had it on my like Canon wish list for. I mean, my Amazon wish list for like 3 years. It's like, I think it's like $2,500.
Hey, Thomas, did you get to try Google Glass the other night?
I got to take a picture of Sergey wearing it. I didn't try it.
A buddy of mine at Google went to a session where they were demoing it, and they wouldn't let him try it, though.
Yeah, Robert Scoble asked Sergey if he could wear it, and he was kind of like, well, it's a prototype. It's not really ready yet.
You don't want really Scoble saying anything about it, right? Even if it's good, but you don't really want to build up too much hype, and if it's not good, you definitely don't want to knock down something that's really early stage development. Yeah.
Although, I mean, you know, Sergey could test it anywhere. I mean, obviously he brought it out in public, you know, so at a very high-profile event. So clearly, I think they don't mind getting the attention, right?
No. Clearly,
otherwise, you know,
they released the
video. Right. But even after the video, I mean, why you know if you're trying to keep it under wraps, you don't wear it to a high-profile event.
I'm told that the video is all accurate and that all that stuff is actually real world.
That would be pretty cool.
I don't know. I missed the internal meeting when they discussed it.
Oh,
don't listen to Ricardo. He's got a pair in his drawer right there.
Actually, I'm wearing them right now. That's why I'm not showing you guys my video.
They seem creepy to me. I don't know. It's like, what do you got?
They do?
You gotta remember to turn them off when you go into a restroom, I guess. they're like recording stuff. I don't know.
True.
Yeah. You know, I had thought they had pulled that app, Girls Near Me. Did you guys hear about that app?
I heard about that app, the Creeper app.
Speaking of creepy, yes.
But when I looked into the glasses that Sergey had, I could swear he was looking at that screen. No, I'm kidding.
It was Thomas Hawks near me.
Yes. No, you know, I could see where it would be helpful though in a little bit because you know when you want to look at your phone, that's so obtrusive sometimes.
Yeah.
And you know, to pull out, there's a lot of times where you want to look at your phone because let's say you're in a really boring meeting or it's just, but you really can't because you don't want to offend the person that you're supposed to be giving your undivided attention to. And but you want to check your email or maybe there's an important text you're waiting on. So if you could just glance up and look at it while you're doing your thing.
Yeah, the demo that I heard about was, you know, that you took out his Android phone, took a picture, uploaded it, shared it with his circles, and it took about 45 seconds. But with Google Glass, he just basically touched it, took a picture, said share with circles, and it was done in about 4 seconds.
I don't know about that.
Because it's tied into his phone. Is that the glass is tied into your phone?
No, it's not. But it is tied in. You know, it's probably got a GSM chip, and it's on the LTE network, I'll assume, or a Wi-Fi network, and you know, so if you want to interact with something online, you should be able to do it pretty quickly. I don't know.
I do like some of these more in black and white than color, Ricardo.
I haven't tried seeing how they look in black and white yet, but
Some
I
of
do
the,
like the idea of trying some of them.
the ones with all the colored chalk.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them like demand it, but like that last one worked, I thought.
All right, last pass. Whatever makes it past this pass, I'm going to process and post. And I think I have to cut some because I'm still picking 243 out of the first day.
Dude, I'm picking 1,025.
That's a lot. I mean, but this is a cool picture. I mean, like, how can I say
I like that. That's a great picture.
How can I say no, really? Yeah, okay, that's not that interesting. Might be a little harsh here.
I love the new light sliders in Lightroom 4. The highlight, shadows, whites, and black. Jill, do you use Lightroom?
Well, I have Lightroom 3. I haven't gotten Lightroom 4, but I don't really even know Lightroom 3 yet. I've just been using the iPhoto.
Lightroom 4 is a big improvement.
I guess
Yeah,
you just can upgrade it, right?
You should skip 3 and just go direct to 4.
Yeah.
yeah. No, you can totally upgrade it. It's totally worth doing. I think isn't it free right now, or is it not free anymore?
It's still
What, the upgrade?
The upgrade?
Yeah, no, Lightroom 4 is free right now.
No,
No, it's done.
It ships and now it's selling.
The trial's done? No, I think you get like a 2-week trialer though.
You can
Oh,
still
yeah.
do trial.
Yeah, you can still do that.
I downloaded it when it was free, but I didn't even use it.
Look around for coupons too, because you can find the upgrade for like 79 instead of 99. Certain places.
Hey guys, I'm going to take off. Thanks for the tips.
All right, enjoy it.
Good luck with Base Grinder, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I blocked that guy. I don't deal with him anymore. So.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay, take care.
Yep. See ya.
I mean, you guys go through this so quickly. I can't even really tell what
You
you're
think?
doing.
Well, I do a lot of square crops, like this photo I'm doing with the square crop, because I think it works better. I always, if I look at a photo and I feel like the thirds on either side are unnecessary, I'll totally square crop it so I can really focus in on what I want to focus in on. So you got the crop, and then a lot of times I'll just... What's that?
I like square crops a lot. A lot of pictures kind of call for it.
Yeah.
Works better.
This picture's tough because I shot it at f2, so his eye's in focus here, but the rest of it's not. So I'm sharpening it up a little bit just to give it a little bit more sharpness. And I like the tones here. It needs maybe a little more warmth. Just a little bit more, the skin tones, I think. There we go. And maybe a little clarity just to give it a little rougher edge. No. A lot of it's just feel. Although I think this picture is going to look better in black and white, actually. So I'll make another copy. Create a virtual copy. Do you guys use virtual copies?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
the original of all of them?
Oh, yeah, the original RAW files, those are all untouched.
Mm-hmm.
But, see, I like this in black and white. I think that looks much better. It needs a little more contrast, so I'll increase the blacks and then increase the exposure, contrasty it up. Yeah, so that's good. I like this guy. His hands are in the way. See, his hands are out of focus. A lot of these people, I shoot them with... I shot a lot of the festival at f2 because I wanted to get these really nice portraits, and people like put their hands up. But if I'm, I'm not going to get their hands in focus unless I'm shooting like f7 or something. So I got to crop this guy's hands out. So I like the 16:9 format, or I could just do it with this format, I guess. Maybe just bring it up. Get rid of those hands, focus more on the face. Needs to be a little brighter, a little more contrasty. A lot more contrast. Need some, I love contrast. I love really bumping that up. Black and white. I don't know, I kind of like black and white better here.
I think you're in a black and white mood.
I am, I think. It needs maybe some vignette. Throw a heavy vignette on there.
You can never have too much vignette.
I know. It's like salt, right?
That's why you pay so much for a lens that will make everything clear everywhere, and then at the end I'm like, oh, let's vignette this thing. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I do like this. I think I like this better in black and white.
Hey, did you read that article, the Karen Hutton Forbes article?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Karen Hutton.
She was in Forbes?
Yeah, it's Forbes Online.
Nice. Well, for what? What was that all about?
They did a little piece on her because they're like how to build a 1 million follower social, whatchamacallit. She has 1 million followers, so they're like, how did Karen Hunt do it?
That's a good point. How did she do it?
They said she just makes great photography.
That is true.
Yep.
She is talented. Michael, what's going on?
Here, I'm gonna link you the
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
All right, it's good to join you guys finally.
You too, man. Michael, where are you at?
I'm in the Bronx in New York.
New York. Jeez. You're probably like 2 blocks from Jill.
Jill's in the Bronx?
Could be.
Kind of. She's in New York somewhere. She won't tell us wherever. She's very secretive.
Okay. Well, I can understand. You don't want anybody showing up at your doorstep.
That's right.
Not unless they have a lottery check or something.
I heard that.
Thomas, I put the article in the chat. You can read it later.
Excuse me for 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm going to read it later.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
my whole deal is that I have to keep processing.
Yeah, just put it away and read it later.
Yeah, sometimes I like to go over the top. Like, this is do you think this is over-processed? This is too much color?
I love it.
Yeah,
Do you? You think it looks good?
It's really bright.
adore it. I love it.
It's bright.
Yeah.
On my screen, but
I love the colors. They really pop.
everything looks different depending on people's screens.
I mean, you can really make these look different. Like, I could do like 3 or 4 different versions of this. Like, there's that one.
I mean, it's a preference.
I could make
a style. Like, that's not what I would do. That's not what I do to my images. I don't like to lose the details in the colors, but it's there's nothing. I mean, it's a style.
You mean you try to keep the colors true to life? Or
I try to keep it so that I can still see the details in the colors. Once the colors start getting blown out because they're oversaturated, and that's when I start dialing it back.
Yeah, I don't mind oversaturating.
It's really hard actually in these images in these festival of colors because especially when you have somebody has pink on them, like the pink gets blown out so easily.
Right. Well, then you just adjust the magenta on the brush.
Yeah, that's why
like this
in Lightroom 4.
I like this really dark too, but the red is blown out, so I'd have to dial the red back.
Yeah, I love the Lightroom 4. I've been brushing specific colors out and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'd have to bring the magenta back. But I kind of like this really like grungy red look too. It's too bright. I like how the glasses are really dark.
Yeah.
Something like this. So this is a whole different version of the same photo. And we could, again, I think I'm going to crank up the vignette on this.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Thomas.
give him more like a pop feel, you know, like a Warhol or something.
Thomas, do you use a pen in the...
And the Wacom tablet? No, I just use a mouse. Yeah, I should get one of those things. I think Trey uses one of those.
I got one. It came with the Lightroom 3 came with the pad and the pen, but I don't, as I said, know how to use it yet.
So, see, I like this version of it, which is a lot more saturated than the first version, but I still like the first version, this version here.
Can you switch between?
You know, which is...
Oh, there you go.
What's that?
That's the first one?
Let's see. That's the first one.
Wow.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Which is a totally different picture. Look, you can look at the frames on those glasses. You can see all that detail.
Yeah.
And then you go to this, and it's just like, I guess you still see some of the detail in the frame. But it's just a totally different, darker feel. And then I think I'll do another one in black and white, because this is a perfect image for black and white. You know, one of the things that at this Colors Festival that I loved, have any of you seen, there's a famous photograph by Eugene Smith of like a coal miner in Pittsburgh from like the 50s or 60s. Have you guys seen that image?
I don't believe I've seen it, no.
He's got like, it's like his whole face is covered in black soot, and he's got these like little circular little goggles on, these welding goggles or something.
I've seen that photo. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a famous photo. And so many of the goggles and stuff at this event, I was thinking of that photo. See, I kind of like, she looks really weird in black and white, all spotty.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now.
The Eugene Smith image?
Yeah. He's like
Isn't that
looking
great?
down with the goggles, his face. It's really gritty.
Right, really gritty, and he's got these like black
Yeah.
goggles, this like covered face with soot.
Oh, yeah, with the reflection. I love it.
Yeah, I was thinking about a lot of these, like this, even these sunglasses here, they're like black, you know?
Right.
They're like really dark.
Yeah.
I need even more vignetting on this one. I'm going to go like crazy.
Hey, Michael, will you throw the link up in the chat?
Okay, I'll do that. Hold on.
On the link, click on it.
This sort of image, like the one that I'm showing you here, Thomas, are like the favorite ones that I got out of this whole thing. When one person looked at the camera and everybody else.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
It only happened twice.
Yeah, that's cool. I like those. See, I like this in black and white. I think I like black and white.
I'll do that one later.
All right, I'm going to stop working with her. And then sometimes I'll just cut and paste like the settings from my last photo just to see what it looks like in the new one. Like without even, before I even do anything like that. I don't like it. So then I got to undo.
Okay, I got to ask a really dumb question. How do you throw the link up in the chat?
So there's a chat button.
The chat
Up on the upper left?
Yeah, up on
Chat.
click on the chat button, and it'll bring up a box on the left-hand side, a column, and then at the bottom of that, there's a little box where you can type. You can
Thank you
paste.
so much, and it's coming up right now.
Cool, thanks.
No problem.
Yeah, I love that image by Gene Smith. This one's tough because I don't think I'm going to be able to square crop it because I want to get her horns, but there's not enough room.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna have to go by the old regular crop.
Now you
Her
guys,
hands are kind of in the way.
you guys posted 2 different photos.
2 different photos?
Yeah.
There's actually 2 different photos there of the guy with the goggles.
Oh, that's cool. I
I
didn't know there
posted
was.
a link to the.
I'm going to check out your link.
They're both really cool photos.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at that one first, and then I saw the other one with the reflection in the glass. I love them both.
Yeah, Gene
That was
Smith. He's a talented photographer.
I will definitely be checking out more of his work. This is the first time I'm hearing of him.
You know, he worked for Magnum Photos, and he went to Pittsburgh to shoot Pittsburgh, and I think it was supposed to be like a 2-month assignment, and he ended up staying there shooting it for like 2 years.
Wow.
To the point where they were like starting to get mad at him because they're like, "Geez, man, you got to come home from Pittsburgh. You got to get back to work." But instead, he just wouldn't leave Pittsburgh.
Wow, I'm sure it was. I mean, a lot of things to photograph there. It's one of those really industrial towns, from my understanding. I've never been there.
Man, I want to shoot Pittsburgh so bad.
So what's holding you back from shooting Pittsburgh right now?
Well, it's not really nothing, you know. But I'm trying to shoot the 100 largest American cities, and at the same time, I'm trying not to be so rigid that, you know, I won't accept anything that's not a 100 largest American city.
Okay.
So, for instance, like Salt Lake City is not one of the 100 largest American cities, which was the last trip I made for this Colors Festival. But I mean, this Color Festival is such a wonderful thing, and you know, but mostly it's just you know, I will shoot Pittsburgh, but it's like, how do you choose Pittsburgh or Philadelphia?
Okay.
Philadelphia.
And how do you Philadelphia? You think, Jill?
Yeah, that was my vote.
Right, I kind of feel that way too. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to shoot Philadelphia this year. This guy with the rabbit ears is great.
So wait, so this whole thing took place in Salt Lake City?
Yeah.
This was about an hour out, maybe what, 45 minutes, Ricardo, out of Salt Lake City at Spanish Fork, Utah.
Yeah, just 45 minutes south of Salt Lake, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey. Hello. What's shaking, Brad?
A whole lot. It's Saturday night. We're getting ready for Easter in the morning and drinking beer.
All right. I've got a little wine going myself. But we're doing a little processing tonight. Processing the Colors Festival. Ricardo and I. I love contrast, man. I love bumping that thing up.
Yeah, I have to say I'm a big lover of messing around with contrast in the pictures. Oh, man.
Love the red in this picture. Her lips. I don't know, is that a woman or a man? Is that a dude or a chick?
Kind of vampire-like.
Yeah.
Red.
I love the red. I'm gonna just bump this thing way up, I think. That's a little too much. Bump up the vibrance. I'm gonna really go overboard with this one.
And go in and whiten out her teeth. Make them pop.
Yeah,
Nice
I
mustache.
could do that, huh? You think it's a woman or a man? I can't tell.
Well, now that you drew in a mustache on her. I'm going to tell.
I think it's a woman.
I thought it was a woman.
Maybe kind
it's
of
a woman,
a mannish woman.
Hey, I thought it was a woman till the contrast got bumped up.
Yeah, same here.
We'll whiten up that teeth a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Do that. Bring the temperature down. Man, I love these localized brushes for Lightroom. The brushes are great.
You see now it looks like a guy, Mandy? It looks like a guy now.
I think those teeth are too much.
Yeah, maybe a little.
I'm gonna have to adjust that.
Yeah. I guess I got to keep one crowd surfing.
Oh, I like that shot.
Yeah, aren't those crowd surfing shots great?
What's going on? Oh, wow. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, let's try this again.
Hope they were not one of the ones who cracked their heads open.
Nobody got taken out for getting dropped on their head.
That's good.
There was like 2 or 3 ambulance trips, but mostly for others. It was like somebody had an asthma attack.
With that many people, there'd have to be, just for some reason.
You can figure out why they had an asthma attack, but somebody had some breathing complications.
Why would you go there as an asthmatic?
Well,
without a really big mask.
I love this picture, other than this guy with a big cell phone.
Yeah.
CS6 that right out.
Michael Bonacor could do it. I should hire him to come and take out that iPhone.
Content aware.
Yeah, did you see how he did? Yeah, that was pretty cool how he did that. The microphones. It was the camera.
He took out Jarvis' camera out of the
Jarvis'
frame.
camera. A tripod camera.
Wow.
Might use this one instead.
So I think that's a little bit better. Now, those teeth are still too bright, aren't they?
That's one we called it. They were orange in the middle. That's one, yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
How did I get these teeth in shape? Maybe a little darker. There we go. That's probably good right there.
Got a dang scarf covering up the Adam's apple. Can't tell.
Ah, this picture. Too bad that person's in front. That's a good picture. I'm gonna have to pass on that. Gonna have to remove the flag on that now. Okay, this is kind of cool. This woman, she's it's all sweaty.
You could almost square crop that last one and you wouldn't be able to tell the front.
Yeah, I could, but it was just too much. I can square crop this one though. This will be great. There we go.
Okay,
get right in there.
Sure. I'll keep this.
What lens was that one?
This is the 135.
135 fixed?
Yeah, f2 135. It's just got such a nice feel to it. You know, you can get so close.
But you don't have to be right up in the face.
No, you're actually a little ways away, which is kind of nice.
All right, Thomas, I have an image that you don't have.
What, the green chalk right there?
No, this one. It's taking a second.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. The flip?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's super cool.
That was thanks to Devin, who was making his video, and then they set up this flip. And I just was lucky to be standing next to him.
That's very cool. Get a little more contrast, I think. A little less exposure. Let's get some blacks going. I think this image will work in black and white too.
That purple is really nice.
Some sharp detail.
I think I got too much vignette on it.
Trying to figure out which one's sharper out of the two. I'll keep the sharper one. Yeah, it's this.
Is that Robbie in that picture of yours?
Yeah, that's Robbie. Check out his beard.
Robbie was great, man.
Actually, wait, this isn't Robbie. I have a different picture of Robbie. I don't know.
I love the pictures I got of Robbie, man. He was great. Okay, so I think that works. But I don't know.
I love her eyes.
Yeah, she's got great eyes, doesn't she?
Yeah, I love the color.
I don't know, this looks cool too, but it's a little over the top. I don't know, I kind of like that red though. She almost has kind of like this sinister look.
Yeah, with red.
I love over the top. It bugs my wife.
I mean, she's got the. I can really see the green in her eyes, which I love. And you can contrast that with the red. I mean, it looks like she just came from Dexter's Kill Room. Okay, I'm going to go with this, but I'm going to make an alternative version of this in black and white. I'm going to go virtual copy. You know, sometimes what I do when I make alternative versions, though, just to make them look a little more different, because it's the exact same shot, just in black and white, is I'll flip them, you know, like horizontally.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys ever do that?
All the time.
I usually do a black and white in the color of most things, but I don't usually flip it.
Yeah, but see, the problem is, like, with you flip this, you see she's got the writing up on the glasses.
Yeah, you have to clone that out or something for the flip. Although it's pretty small.
Or you can leave it. There's like a photo. There's a photo that I really like from years ago by Glenn Friedman. I don't know if anybody knows him. He shot all these punk rockers and skateboarders in the 80s. And he wrote it. He has a book called "Fuck Your Heroes," which is great. It's got some great photos in it. And he has this famous photo of this band called Minor Threat in New York, and it's the Pepsi on the box is backwards. And I kind of like that. So I kind of almost don't mind it being backwards. So flip horizontal. See, it's like a different picture, though, isn't it? It looks different flipped horizontal.
Yeah.
All these color shots in black and white just look like coal miners just coming right out of the caves.
I know. That's why I love it, Brad. This is why I was, you know, thinking of Eugene Smith and his famous coal miner photos.
That's the coal miner's daughter.
Yeah, I mean, they're just so gritty.
All right, guys, I'm off to photograph a concert. Have a good night.
All right, who are you shooting tonight?
A band called Soma down in Santa Monica.
Haven't heard of them.
They're cool.
All right, enjoy it.
Where are you shooting them at? Where are you located?
In Los Angeles. So I'm shooting them at the Good Hurt in Santa Monica.
All right.
That's a dude.
Yeah.
But despite the princess glasses, that's a dude.
That is a dude. So I really love the square crop idea with this, but you got to get those ears in, right? You got to get those ears in.
Yeah.
You got to get the ears in. Vivian, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey, Vivian.
How are you?
How are you?
Hello.
Good. We're doing a little Saturday night processing.
I saw.
I'm just drinking. So. Mandy's
Hey, I'm
cooking.
drinking too.
I gotta get my daughter down to bed. We gotta get up early tomorrow. You guys have a great night. The processing looks fantastic. I can't wait to see some of the finished image. Oh wow, somebody had a flash ring? Holy.
This is Jarvie doing his Jarvie circles.
Wow.
Yeah, you follow Scott Jarvie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on his stream, there's a lot of these circular flash ring shots where you see the flash ring and it's like just people's faces.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing right there.
Did you see his moon shot yesterday? That was pretty cool. The shot was just by moonlight.
The Jobby. I did not see it yesterday yet, but I have not been online much. I stay offline kind of when I'm oops, why am I in library mode? When I'm processing, because otherwise, here's Jarvie. Speak of the devil.
Otherwise, you get lost in the web.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I try to stay offline a little bit on the weekends because I just want to process, you know. Although this is kind of I've never processed online in a Hangout before, so this is kind of a new thing. Jarvie does that a lot, though. Here's the Jarvie.
All right, guys, have a good night.
You too.
All right, Michael, take it easy. Have fun with your family tomorrow.
All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Easter question. Do you hide real eggs the night before or the morning of? Because they're real eggs. What do we do?
Right. Man, I don't know. You know, I don't do eggs in the house. I take the kids up in our town. They have a little Easter egg hunt up at the park. So I take them up there.
I got a fridge full of eggs. They'll be all covered.
I vote for real eggs in the morning, but you'd have to get up really early. So
They get up really early. You have to beat them.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to distract them and have Mom hide them or something.
I say do it in the morning, because those eggs, they might go bad.
Yeah.
plus real eggs in the house. If some get left unfound, you'll find them.
You don't want to lose eggs in the
Hide
house.
them that well.
I think they're going to be pretty out in the open for the 2-year-old.
What do you think of my extreme close-up here of Scott?
I like it. I love extreme close-ups.
Take off some of his forehead and then we'll be alright.
See, I hate this, though. I shot this photo at f2, and I should have been thinking and should have shot it at f4 so I'd have his lens in focus, His lens is not in focus. That would be a better shot with his lens in focus. I mean, it'll pass, but...
There.
Our walk just keeps getting bigger, Vivian, doesn't it? How many people are going to show up that Saturday?
I know. Did you see Shannon Adelson's post? He's coming to New York City now, and I was like, really? Okay.
Everybody's welcome. It's just turning into a big old photo walk.
I know.
When is this one?
Actually, you're free to come too if you want, because everyone else is coming. It's on the 21st.
2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
In New York?
Yep.
Sounds like a great walk.
Because Brad is coming with his wife, and then I was supposed to hang out with Kelly Seeger Kim and Alan Shapiro, and I completely mixed up the dates, and I agreed to hang out with them on the same day. So then I was like, why don't we all hang out together? And it turned into this huge thing. So.
Well, watch out for Kelly. She's trouble.
Oh, I know. We've hung out before.
Thank you.
She's a blast.
Here's Robbie.
Nice.
Thomas.
Robbie is great, man. I got some great shots of Robbie.
That's a good shot.
He had a nice color on him that day.
So, some of my favorite shots of the whole day are of Robbie, man. He's got that beard. He's just got it going on. Let's see, Robbie. I took some of Robbie. Let's find him.
Oh, that's so funny. I have some of the same presets.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have the pH, soft and dreamy, surreal moment.
Aren't those nice? I don't know where I got them. I got them from somebody.
I can't remember where I got mine.
Here's Robbie. He's great.
It's a nice
That's cool.
on that.
Yeah, I liked the processing on that, and then I also did a version of him in black and white, which is here.
It's good.
Yeah, Robbie was he was so, with that beard and everything. It's just.
I'm thinking oil field right there. Getting off the
yeah, it looks like he's an oil worker or something, Like he's coming off the shift.
Two completely
Lotus.
color and black and white.
Classics.
And I got some other really really good ones of Robbie. Where's he at? That I like. Some with like extreme color. Really sort of over the top saturation. Where are those at? Probably in here. No. There's Ed. Oh, come on. Where is he? God, there were so many things to take pictures of there, Jarvie. Jarvie. Why am I calling you Jarvie, Ricardo?
I don't know. I'll take the compliments.
It was pretty cool that Scott Jarvie put all this together.
It was very cool.
Oh my God, where did I put those other photos of Robbie?
It's easy to get lost in 3,000 pictures.
I guess.
Or 1,000 flagged pictures.
Yeah, there's 1,000 flag pictures that I'm processing.
How many have you done?
Somehow I lost the photos of Robbie. Oh well.
How many of the 1,000 have you done?
I have done. Well, let's add them up. Let's see where I'm at. I'm at. I just finished this one at Jarvie.
You know, Thomas, this could be a book cover when we do your autobiography. This could be your book cover.
What?
This photo
Which
that
one?
I have of you right here.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I love that one. Yeah, that's great.
This could be the hard, the jacket. When you do a hardbound and you do a jacket around it, this could be it.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I have processed 908 photos out of 1,028, so I've got 120 left. No, is that right? Yeah, 120 left.
Home stretch.
Process.
Wow.
I'm getting down to the wire.
Was that
And then these will be uploaded slowly but surely over the next 50 years. I mean, I live that long.
got a plan?
Yeah, I just dump everything in and then have them go random.
You should hire a service that will upload them for you even if you die.
I was thinking about that.
That would really be quite a shame if they never got uploaded.
No, I'll be okay. My next wife will be a lot younger and she'll be able to keep doing it. I'm joking.
All right.
I'm totally joking.
Julia, you got.
In case my wife is watching, I'm totally joking.
Arms open or arms closed? Open?
Open or closed? What's the difference?
Closed.
Open.
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 Yeah.
Man, see, Ricardo, that's the problem. I would never choose. I would do like 4 versions of each.
And then crop it, and then black and white it, and then...
Right.
Well, that is true. I don't have to choose.
Right, you can do both.
All right, thanks for the hangout, guys. It's been fun.
All right. Catch you later.
Bye-bye.
I like the kids at this thing, you know? They're interesting looking. Although I don't know if this girl is a kid, but she looks like a kid.
Yeah, I would vote kid.
Yeah.
I would vote. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was. This is a better shot of her. Wait, was that your shot of the baby, Ricardo?
You did the same baby. I think we shot the same baby at the same time.
Go back to your version of it. It looks like identical to mine.
Well, I think we shot it at exactly the same time. Like we were
look at
standing
that.
together.
We were right next to each other. Wasn't that a great baby?
Yeah. I have several shots, and this is the one I'm going to choose. You already posted this one.
I did, yeah. That was one of the few that I posted.
Yeah, it's just like kids, what they did with like this color and their mouth and their eyes. It was just, oh, this is crazy.
God, I love the look in this girl's eyes.
Oh, but I like this one too, but they're like, I went to f1.4. If I got the eyes just sharpened.
That is beautiful, Thomas. Got any color here.
Isn't that nice? I love her eyes.
Yeah.
Love those eyes. I think I'm going to crop it down a little bit. Although I love the background, that great color in the background. But I think I want to just get focusing a little bit more on the eyes. Crop it down a little bit. I think that's a little stronger. Maybe a little more exposure. No, that's too much.
Yeah.
More contrast. There we go. Now, a little bit oh, that looked terrible. What did I do there?
Ricardo's going CinemaScope. Oh.
Yeah, no, I can't make this one work. That's not good.
Yeah.
See, what happened when the sunset happened, I wasn't thinking, we were like, wow, this thing's done, that's so great, and then I looked up, and the sky was doing this, like, incredibly awesome thing, and grabbed the camera, and...
Wasn't that a great sunset?
I missed all of it. I'm like, oh, shit.
You got it right there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I don't think this is even, like, I mean, this is okay. I'm probably going to use this one, but it's not that great. I mean, it's not...
Is that bracketed right there? You got some...
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you use for processing bracketed shots, Ricardo?
I'll run through Photomatics. And
yeah, Photomatics is pretty smooth. I've used that and HDR Pro.
I've used both of them too.
I like the Photoshop integration with HDR Pro, but it comes out gritty a lot. Like a lot of times, it just comes out not quite as smooth.
But after I do Photomatics, I will go ahead and I'll use Photoshop to finish them off.
Yeah, I usually take it into On1.
Yeah, like Photomatics is just like half the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just post whatever comes out of Photomatics. I don't think. It's some of it will be right, and some of it will just not look right to me. But yeah, I'll use this and we'll see what happens. I like grabbed Jarvis tripod and they ran off and tried to make something work. But this is essentially.
It was kind of tough at the end of that day, though, Ricardo, wasn't it? Though we all wanted to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, and then Jarvis lost an SD card. Were you there when that happened?
Whoops.
You already left.
Yeah, I'd already left.
So we're all ready to go. That's it. We're really packed up. And then Scott is like on his hands and knees, like looking everywhere, like what's going on? He's like, I dropped an SD card.
Bet you find a compact flash card.
So we all start looking for it, and finally somebody says, "Do you change clothes?" And he's like, "Yeah." Well, why don't you go check your other pants and your other shirt? And after a long while, he finally found the SD card in his other pants. So at least I didn't lose anything.
I just got some new compact flash for our trip. I've never been too much of a memory snob. It's just Kingston 32 gigabyte compact flash cards. I've tried them out. They work pretty good. I mean, I have tons of cheap compact flash, and we've washed and dried them all, and they've all still worked. I always leave them in pockets for some reason.
Oh, I never put them in the pockets. I'm good with that.
Those things are durable.
People say that they're durable. I destroyed 2 or 3 SD cards, and I no longer ever put them anywhere.
SD cards fall apart. Compact flash, my kids have got teeth marks on them, and
yeah.
Compact
flash SD card they just fall apart by themselves.
Yeah, SD. I don't trust SD in general.
I think I want to get an SD card though, because my 5D Mark III can take both now.
Yeah, you should have one in each slot.
I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is, and not that I worry about this that much, but like if you're shooting a once in a lifetime shot or something like that.
Backup's good. Just to have it there.
Yeah, this guy's a little abstract. He's totally blurry. Every now and again, I'll do these out of focus shots because I just like the colors and the form, and people get really angry.
That's not sharp.
I know. I put it like on Google Plus, and people are like,
"What's going on here?"
They're like, "Were you drunk when you took that picture?"
Just say yes.
Yeah.
They get really wound up for some reason. I had some guy get really, really angry with me over one, so bad I had to block him.
I've seen that happen when Lotus posts her out of focus shots, and people just like go crazy.
She gets a lot of crazies.
Yeah.
That's just Lotus.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Lotus had one like that, and some guy responded, and he's like, "That's it, Lotus. Because of this shot, I'm dropping you from my friends list."
Okay.
Gee. All right. I like out of focus.
I'm gonna head out because I'm gonna head out.
All right, Vivian.
Nice
Go put.
I will
Put
see
your
you,
Easter
Brad.
bunny outfit on.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, that's totally what I'm about to do.
You're gonna go put that bunny outfit on. I know it. I want to see pictures.
Actually, I do have to go play bunny.
Do you?
I got the $2 Trader Joe's bunnies. Yeah.
I will not be hiding real eggs.
$2 sometimes.
No, I was not calling you a $2 something. I got $2 bunnies from Trader Joe's. They're solid chocolate.
Get ready for the sugar high tomorrow. Thank you very much. I don't think I learned anything because I can't tell what you guys are doing, but.
Oh, Jill. All right. Next time.
Well, I'll figure Lightroom out one of these days.
Lightroom is the best.
I still haven't gotten into Lightroom. I've demoed it a few times. I'm still on CS5 and plugins.
Man, that CS5 though, it's so slow, you know. It takes forever to process it.
Oh, okay. I think I figured out
I
how
think
to
I like
Hangout. I'm stuck here. Bye.
I think I like this. See you, Jill. Jill, you can't leave. You can never leave. I guess. All right, I'm going to go with that. Although, you know, I've got these little dust spots on here that are, I'm sure because they're in focus and there's dust flying in the air. And, like, the total OCD side of me wants to, like, clean every single one of them.
Every dust particle out.
I know. But I'm not going to do that. It's going to take me way too much time. I don't see any major ones. This one's here. I love out of focus stuff, though. I love abstraction, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You can tell that's a guy with goggles and a hat.
Like ski goggles, right?
Yeah, you can kind of make him out there.
Oh,
Some people get really worked up.
that looks good. That's cool.
Oh, this one's going to need some work. Okay, let's get the blacks up.
Wow, this one's
This one would drive me crazy because I get really worried about cropping. Like, if one shoulder is on the other side, I'd want the other shoulder and the other side to be equal, but then they wouldn't be centered, and it would just.
You know what? I was about to make that crop right now.
Really, this shoulder didn't quite match the.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
No, I guess the heads are still centered pretty good. So.
Yeah, I think so.
I get weird symmetry issues.
Yeah, I have the same issues. But I think that works. I think that's centered.
Yeah, that works.
Ricardo, so who do you hang out with at work mostly? Is it like who do you sit next to?
I'm in a little pod with the folks that I think we know. I'm just like 2 desks away from Dave Cohen and Vincent Moe.
Oh.
And
here comes trouble.
Yeah, the other way, like 2 more desks over, is Matt Steiner. So all those folks, you know, are right there.
Everybody's pretty close, right?
Yeah, it's the Google Plus floors are, I guess, what you would call startup style, where instead of everybody having cubicles or desks, or offices, they're just like pods of desks.
Google's not really big on offices, right? I mean,
this is different. Most of the other Google Office I've been to are all cubicals.
Don't we have a Google server farm here?
Right.
And so this is different. This is but like basically gives you super high density. Like they probably have twice as many engineers as the other building I was in the same area. So for something where you want to be like having a lot of conversations and just like very quickly decide something, change something, whatever, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that is pretty good.
So most everybody brings headphones, and if you want to work and not be bothered, you put on headphones.
But it's cute.
Oh, my camera's all messed up.
Except Vincent Moe and Dave Cohn are probably screwing around all day instead of working, right?
Those guys work so hard.
I'm kidding. I love those guys. They're great.
Which one of you posted the picture of the computer accessories vending machine? I think it was Chabot.
Chabot probably did that, yeah.
The accessories vending machine. You need a mouse? There you go.
Now, is Chabot near you anywhere? Do you see him?
He's on the second floor, I believe. So one
What
floor.
floor are you on? Which one are you on?
I'm on the third floor.
Third floor. So the only thing that separates you guys is a slide.
Yeah, there's a slide. That's on that building with a slide, yeah.
I know, I've been on that slide.
You can't do the slide anymore.
You can't go down it anymore?
Well, see now, it used to be that the second floor wasn't restricted because social wasn't there, but social's taken over that floor now, so the floor is restricted.
Oh,
So
really?
you can't get up there, and they closed the slide, so you can't go up the slide to get into it.
Oh, jeez, wow.
Or for some reason, the slide is closed. I don't know exactly why, but
What a waste
you can't get up there to do it anymore because only folks in Google Plus can get up to the second floor.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I think I'm just about done with this. I don't know what else to do.
I can understand why they close off the floor. There's like a lot of stuff that is not public knowledge that is being worked on, and it's on everybody's screens up there, and you can't really, if you really want to keep stuff secret, you can't have people walking around.
Yeah, it's up on whiteboards and all that.
Yeah, there's pictures of new features up on whiteboards and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Vic and those folks, they really value the impact that you can make if you don't leak certain information ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So, Catherine Hall's coming down there, huh?
Yeah, so yeah, we have to decide where this. She wants to do a photo walk, but she doesn't want to pick the place.
Well, wasn't she talking about Moffett Airfield or something?
Yeah, and then Brian Rose said, "Hey, Ricardo, call them and see if they'll have us." And I'm like, "Really? In my spare time, I'll do that, sure."
So did you call him?
No, I haven't done anything. I got sick.
Oh, well.
But Brian might be back from Australia. I'll see if Brian can help set it up. If not, I can't. I don't know anybody there.
Isn't that where Sergey and Larry park their jets?
Yeah.
So you guys totally got an in.
That's right. I guess I can just call them and say, "Hey, I'm from Google. We park our stuff.
Right.
Can I just
Right.
come by?" And bring my closest 100 friends.
Sure.
It's also NASA. So we'll have to. I don't know how easy or how hard it is to get in there.
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, it'd be great. You guys come down, and Catherine will do a talk, and we'll do a little photo walk.
It should be fun. Yeah, I think we have to get it someplace good, though, and it's got to be around Google's campus, otherwise you'll lose people.
Well,
I like this. I love the eyes. I love the way how sharp you can get the eyes with this lens.
It's not connected to the talk, so really people will show up anyways.
Yeah, but it's easy if it's like right after work and everybody's right there anyways.
Yeah, I think. Do you think it's worth walking around downtown Palo Alto? Probably not.
No, downtown Palo Alto's not bad. I've shot that before. There's some stuff there to shoot. Small neon signs, small hotels, the train station down there. It's a water tower.
Yeah.
But I think the Moffett Air Force Base would be much better.
No, I agree with that. All right. Well,
Yeah, we were there for half.
talk to Brian on Monday.
So now, so do you see Brian every day?
No, Brian's in LA.
Yeah. Of course he is. Why did I think that? Paul, what's going on? I think I see Paul. How's it going, man?
What's going on in here?
We're processing photos of body painting.
No way. What a coincidence.
See these pictures we're processing?
Those are, oh, that's from that like paint thing that happened recently, right? That
Yeah.
everybody's been posting.
Not exactly body painting, but yeah. But they are kind of
still
painting.
body painting.
Is it?
Body
Well,
splashing.
it's like body painting Jackson Pollock style.
Yeah. That's cool. Wow, those are cool photos.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What was the name of this event?
It's called the Festival of Colors. And it's in Spanish Fork, Utah.
Where was it?
Spanish Fork,
Oh,
Utah.
wow.
On top of the pizza.
I don't know if that sounds terrifying
On
or
top of
awesome.
bagel.
And we had a good crew there, a good group of people.
Bagel bites. Pizza rolls.
Did your camera get covered in paint?
The rolls on bagel.
Totally.
There's no pizza.
Gotta break that sucker in.
Yeah, you know, I figured worst case scenario, I've got 5 cleaning certificates. Or actually, I've got 3 left because I've used 2. For my
Cool.
Canon
So
CPS.
you sent in a totally Thomas talking
figured-
with a Technicolor camera.
Good one.
Yeah, I figured I'd just send it in, and worst case scenario.
You guys looking kind
Yeah,
of
right.
intimate moment, but he's got a long stare.
Yeah.
That's a great picture.
It's good.
Yeah, I really focused on trying to get portraits at this event. So I really wanted to get, you know, sort of emotion, and I shot the 135.
It's like there's a lot of fog or something, huh?
Well, that's the smoke from for the chalk dust. It's everywhere.
Wow.
Like, see that background, all that blur in the background?
This is where
Yeah, it makes
It's
the scene a lot more interesting.
have it.
I mean, you're like, man, when you try to blow your nose later on the night after this event, jeez. It's pretty bad.
God told me to,
I wish she was in focus. See, but that's my problem. I stay on F2, and I need to switch off and go to F4 every now and again. He's not in focus.
Keep trying to click your thumbnails. Oh.
All right, I'll go with that anyways. Yeah, but people just get so covered in color, you know? Oh, I love
Those
her
are great
expression.
portraits, Ricardo. It's awesome.
That's Lotus, isn't that Lotus?
That's Lotus. This is on the second day.
Getting colored.
There she is. The one and the only Lotus.
That's a good color on her. The purple.
This is the beginning. This is the first throw.
Magenta.
Right before the first throw.
awesome.
On the core.
Yeah. So here's the beginning of the throw. Getting ready. Like that. I think this one that character right down here just makes this image, I think.
Yeah, he's great.
The anarchist.
I love the folks that had like gas masks and stuff on.
Some people really deck themselves out for this thing. Yeah.
They did.
The steampunks. The powder punks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were great. Here's Lewis.
Here's the throw. Boom, boom.
Those throws were
I'm lagging
great.
real bad. I'm still seeing the picture of the guy with the mask over his face. I have a bad hotel connection.
Get that camera on.
Where are you at, Paul?
I'm in Philadelphia right now.
We were just talking about Philadelphia. What are you doing in Philly?
It's a cool city. There was a gallery show.
What are you doing?
A big body paint gallery show. Big body paint gallery show here in Philly. So I was one of the guests.
Nice.
This is cool to have two screens showing this.
Yeah. Same event.
I'm still just picking the photos I'm going to work on later.
Jeez, guy's got his
You're still
eyelashes
just
all
flagging?
Out of focus.
Man, this stuff was everywhere. You couldn't escape it. I like that. That's a kiss. That's nice. Ricardo.
Yep, thank you.
It's filthy.
You know what I think happened in this one was I saw them kissing, I went to take a picture, and I didn't get there in time. So I just went up to them and I said, "Could you do that again?" And so
And they're like, sure.
It's like, yeah, no problem.
Don't you hate when that happens? I hate when that happens. It still looks good though. It doesn't look like it's posed or faked or anything.
Yeah.
I'll just leave that one.
I got pretty good on the second day about asking for stuff to, for people to do certain things.
People were so amenable. They'll do whatever you tell them to do.
It's the right crowd.
Yeah,
Right
it
event.
was.
What do you think of this?
It's probably similar to Burning Man, right?
This guy a pig or a cat?
A bit.
What the hell is
Except everybody is Mormon.
Yeah, much less drug.
Oh, okay.
There was no drugs and no booze. There was not a drop of alcohol in that entire place.
There really was like
Whoa.
no marijuana, nothing.
I smelled marijuana. I smelled pot once.
But they're creepy pig masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in San Francisco,
That sunglasses
it's a very
one was
different
awesome.
event.
Yeah. Thomas, are you Ricardo? You're in San Francisco, right? And Thomas,
Yeah.
are you in San Francisco?
Yeah, we're both.
I'm gonna be there end of the month. I'm gonna be there
Are you?
end of April. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, what brings you
We
out
should
here?
have lunch or something.
Definitely.
I'm gonna be painting. I'm gonna do some painting.
Nice.
You are nice.
I have a top
where in
secret
San-
idea that I've been planning for years. Right in the city.
Where in San? Or right in the city? What hotel are you staying
Yeah.
at? Do you know?
It's probably gonna be a Marriott hotel because I have a connection with the Marriott, so I
The
could get a good
Marriott.
rate.
Okay. Oh, there's a nice bar at the top of the
Which one?
Marriott with great views of the city.
Which Marriott do you recommend?
I would stay at the one that's downtown on, I think, 4th Street, 4th between Mission and Market.
All right, I'm gonna go there. I have to book that this week.
Yeah, that's
Mission and Market.
Yeah, that's true. So wait, so you're like meeting somebody here?
I have this body paint idea I've been wanting to do for like 3 years. I'm finally.
So why does it have to be in San Francisco without giving it away?
Top secret. Can't say any more than that.
That's it? That's
You'll
all
see
you
it when
get?
it's done. It's just something that's never been done before. I can't believe it hasn't been done before, and I'm gonna jump on it.
Oh, all right.
It's not gonna be easy though. It's one of my guerrilla photo shoots.
Nice.
Shooting in public,
You're going to do a body on the Golden Gate Bridge.
No.
You know, Merkley did a couple of nude shots on the Golden Gate Bridge with these women. He had on his robe and took them like right there on the Golden Gate Bridge.
That wouldn't be too bad. I bet that's been done a lot.
For art
I
and blood.
bet. For nude, I mean. But you'll see. You'll see my idea. You'll see my idea in less than a month. I'll notify you about it so you don't miss it. Or I'll show you the pictures at the Marriott.
Yeah, I'd love to come and see this. Let us know.
Yeah, you could totally see me do it live too. There's plenty of space.
We'll come photograph the making of the big event.
Yeah. Do that. You can document my law breaking.
You can do like a just-in-time announcement to us.
I think there's like, they can't arrest you on photos of you doing something wrong, right? How's that work?
I've wondered about that. Is
That's what we're doing, right? If it's a snuff film, we could definitely get in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Depends
on what you film yourself doing, yeah.
Depends on how pissed off you made someone.
I've wondered about that though, because like I've shot a lot of photos in places where I've trespassed to get in there, and you wonder if they're not, could they actually like charge with trespassing based on the photos that you took there?
Ask Carlos Miller.
I've heard different things. I don't know the actual truth, That's a really good photo.
I don't think they would, because why would you bother? I mean, it's such a victimless crime and all that.
Right.
But
they can charge you for other video evidence of things you've done, like on Facebook. If you post a crime, they can charge you with it. I mean, I'm sure they could.
Really?
But it just seems like trespassing is such a victimless crime. I mean, really.
That's what I said. It's one of those crimes where it depends on how badly you piss someone off.
Depends on who you're trespassing against.
Yeah.
Ricardo, are all these photos like as shot right now? Like this?
Yeah, I'm still sorting through
sequential?
them. I'm picking the ones I'm going to process.
And I've already done that.
I mean,
I've already done that part.
You took that one shot. So, like, when I photograph people, I take like a few shots. Like, if I was at an event like this, you'd see like 3 of the same person in a row.
Well,
you're getting like.
I've already done one pass, so this is the second pass.
Oh, okay.
So there might have been 3 or 4 of this girl, but this is the only one where she was looking at the camera or something like that. Like
I was gonna say, man, if this is like picture 1, picture 2, it's like holy cow, you're getting like home runs with every shot.
You get 2 back, Ricardo.
You were awesome, Ricardo.
Ricardo.
These are great shots.
That's one, yeah.
What's that?
This in the middle.
Wow. The one in the middle. Yeah, that's the one I originally picked.
That one, yeah. That's really good. Love it.
Yeah, that one got picked to continue on to the next round, and I like this one a lot. Yeah.
Got the good head tilt and the arms coming up.
Look how white her teeth are.
Yeah, that's awesome, but no,
that should be like a Crest advertisement
for $320.
Yeah, toothpaste.
And it's all in focus. It's just all the right parts are in focus.
That's the one that you want with that.
No, I just thought that one was cool when I was looking at that.
So, Paul, this is the second
toothpaste.
pass. This is the second pass on these images.
Oh, sure.
Those are incredible.
Did we ever get mail today? Why not?
I have shoes on.
No, but they should have delivered it to the door.
And I shot the event with a fixed 50 millimeters, so sometimes people were too close. What happened here? I'm trying
Was
to.
it like a 1.2 or something?
A 1.4 50 millimeter. I shot with that one lens the whole time.
Did you? I shot with a 135 pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice shot, Thomas.
I'm trying to pick a new lens for
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun, the little mother and daughter.
It's like one of them.
I really like
What kind of shots do you need to get?
I'm thinking that maybe an 85.
What kind of shots are you looking at? In general, what are you looking to improve your portraits?
Or close-ups.
Or close-ups. Lens question.
Yes.
My wife's a photographer at a local hospital, and they're looking for a new lens for portraits and operating room close-ups. Any recommendations?
What kind of camera are they shooting?
Currently a Canon 5D.
135.
135.
135 f2. My favorite lens.
Were you going to get that 1DX? Were they going to let you get that 1DX? They might get a 1DX.
The 135, which is what I basically shot all this stuff here with, is great for portraits, as you can see. I mean, it's wonderful depth of field, everything else, and you can get pretty close up because it's a telephoto lens. It's a 135, so you can be standing 8 feet away and you're pretty close. But a zoom
frame,
so I shoot with a full frame, but a zoom would probably be more practical in a hospital room, I would think.
You said you wanted some close-ups. How close?
Operations.
Yeah.
Like
I already have the 70 to 200 L. Was it the F2 or the?
Okay.
You have the 70. You already have the 70 to 200 f2.8.
You already got the two. Yeah, they got the 2.8, 70 to 200.
The big one is it's the giant one, the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you don't need the 135. That's going to duplicate. You know what might be kind of nice would be the close-ups would be the 100 millimeter macro.
Oh,
if you wanted to
Nice.
get really close.
I was thinking about.
The 100 millimeter macro, the new one is great. The L series, the f2.8.
Oh, nice.
I felt so sorry for this little puppy.
Oh, poor little guy.
I felt so sorry for him. I mean, like,
Wow.
Aww.
the poor thing did not want to be there. It was pretty clear.
That's freaking him out.
I mean, it's a lot of people, and there's shit all over. There's like stuff flying everywhere.
Poor little dude.
He's just a puppy. He's like.
He looks sad. The image just appeared for me. I'm lagging pretty bad.
Just take me home.
That's a sad puppy.
We're gonna send this one to Peter.
This event.
We're gonna get these guys in trouble.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Although the Krishnas are really into animals. They really like the animals. I felt kind of bad. My wife was taking a break, and so she's like, "I'm gonna go into town and do some shopping and stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, well, will you bring me back some lunch?" Because I didn't like bring lunch, or I thought I just buy lunch there, but then the lines were really long, and so yeah, she's like, "Yeah, okay." And so she went and she got me some lunch, and of course she got me a hamburger. And so when she tried to get back in there, the people were giving her a lot of crap. They're like, "You can't bring that here."
That's sacred. Sacred cow.
Krishna.
Was there a lot of vegetarians?
I'm sure there were a lot of vegetarians. That guy's got creepy eyes.
This guy, I had seen the previous day, and I missed the shot. I took them, and they didn't come out right, so the second day we redid them. I ran into him again. This time they came out.
Yeah, his eyes are great. They're terrific.
Good details. I saw at Costco today they had the 60D with the 200, the 18 to 200 lens. That's the one it comes with now. 60D, 18 to 200. All in one with the 60D at Costco. That's the camera seller. Yeah, Costco. Their Costco camera now is the 60D with the 18 to 200. The all-in-one lens of the 60D for $12.50.
Wow.
Not a bad deal. For the
the beautiful thing about Costco is the return policy.
Oh, great return policy! I've taken so many broken things back there that nobody else would take them. Like, I've had this for a year and it broke. Will you take this back? Sure.
They'll take anything. When I first I got a plasma TV years ago, back in 2000 or
This
something,
burned
when
in.
it first came out. Man, it was such. I abused the hell out of that thing, and I think it was like $6,000.
Oh yeah.
And then after like 2 years, I take it back to Costco because I wanted to get a new plasma because it was like first generation technology, and it had dropped in price. It was like 3 years later, but it had dropped in price down to like $3,500, but they were still selling it, and they gave me the $3,500.
Sweet.
And then I bought like a new Pioneer, and it was like $5,000. It's like a 63-inch Pioneer, and like 8 months later, it had gone from like $5,000 down to $4,000 because that's just what technology does.
Yeah.
And I went back there, and I'm like, I brought my receipt, and they're like, all right, here's $1,000.
They do it cash too. Here's the cash. Here you go.
Yeah, I know.
Now hundreds are.
But how crazy is that? I mean, anything. It's like no questions asked. Doug, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you, Thomas?
Good. We're doing a little post-production here tonight.
I can see.
What have you been up to?
I got a printer.
You did?
I've never owned a real printer before, but I bought an Epson 17-inch printer, and I'm learning how to use it.
Nice. Those are nice. I love those Epson printers.
Yeah. But the local photo club has, they have competitions every month, and I've only done the digital competition, and people said, oh, you ought to come do the print competition, too. I said, well, I better learn how to print first. So
how big can it print?
It's 17 wide. You can buy 17 by 24 paper, or maybe it's 17 by 22.
But this will also print rolls, so you could print like 17 by 42 even.
The model I got doesn't do rolls.
Oh, okay.
But you can cheat it to do 17 by 30 if you cut the sheets.
Did you buy the Epson 3800?
3880 is the model it's up to now. That's the one I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, I used to own those printers, and they just got so expensive. I eventually gave up and stopped. After I spent like $1,200 in printers in like just a few years, I said, forget it.
Yeah, they're not Costco. They turn out pretty good.
That's nothing now. Now $1,200 is just one printer. I mean, how much did you spend, Doug?
After the rebates, it was about $925.
Yeah, that's just like now entry is like almost $1,000 is entry now into a photo printer.
Well, that's a pretty high-end printer.
Well, I mean,
so I bought the Epson 9800 Stylus Pro.
Okay, that's a larger format.
Yeah, which was I want to say $7,000.
Yeah,
and it can print.
That's a big difference.
It's the size of a couch. It can print like up to 44 inches.
Dang.
Yep, take out a new loan, right? Whenever you need to put the inks back in it.
Oh, it's a lot of ink.
Right.
Well, that's it. The ink, depending on how much you print, of course, the ink and paper are going to cost you a lot more than the printer.
They take trade-ins on your old printers.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you buy one of those, they'll trade one. Sure.
Well, now I have an old one to trade in. I didn't have.
I like the R's on that Free Hugs poster.
Yeah, isn't that
Those are
good?
really interesting R's.
I got a gallery showing
with
full
Epson
Costco prints and IKEA frames. We went low.
Oh no! But they're priced at like $700, right?
No, but they look good. Everybody likes them.
They're for charity.
They're for charity.
But Thomas, I got to tell you, for those who didn't go to Utah, we are so tired of colored chalk.
I bet.
You know that after a while, everything looks the same.
That's a good point, Doug. I mean, I have not uploaded any of them. I've uploaded like a couple, but that's it.
I know. I keep saying, "Oh God, this is too much. Bring back the kittens."
Yeah. The way I upload though, I upload over time. So a lot of these shots, the first time they ever get uploaded, it'll be 10 years from now.
I know. I see stuff from you from years ago. It's true.
He'll make it to the next festival by the time you post these pictures.
Right.
So what? There's something happening tomorrow at Stanford with chalk, right? It's their version. It's their.
Was it today?
Tomorrow?
Was it today or is it tomorrow?
I think it's tomorrow. I think somebody had it written down wrong.
Okay.
There's a zombie walk in Philly tomorrow. I'm gonna miss. I would like to go to that.
A bunch of us are
Doug,
going. A bunch of us
one
are
of
going
the
to
things that I
Castro.
learned.
Yeah.
One of the things I learned the hard way with the Epson printers was to use only Epson inks. Don't try any of the third-party inks.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you, Paul.
It'll drive you crazy, and you'll just end up spending a whole lot more money.
How about
It was
papers?
about 10 years ago when the 1280 was the high-end printer for the 17-inch wide. I went ahead and did like a whole third-party ink set. God, that was like such a mess.
Elford Classic Pearl paper is good.
Yeah, I think the paper you can play with. You can play with different papers, but the inks, like Epson makes specifically pigmented and thin inks or whatever that goes through properly, keeps it flowing smoothly and clean. If you use third party, it's going to always get clogged, and then every time you try to unclog, you just drain. Every time you're trying to clean the printer heads, it just drains all the ink. Yeah. Try to avoid cleaning it as much as possible.
Oh, thank you.
It just sucks to
And I try to print as much as possible in one sitting. I don't like turning off and on the printer because it cleans itself every time you turn it on, you know. So I try to get everything I can done in one sitting, or even leave it on for like a day or two if I have more to do later, and then I turn it off.
Gotcha.
Because the ink is so expensive, you know.
Ink is expensive, and paper's expensive.
I scored big though. I found a Craigslist post once for my inkjet printer. Just this printing business that upgraded their printer, so they had like over 100 cartridges of my printer that they were just getting rid of for like $75. It's like $18 a cartridge, and they got rid of all of them for $75. I jumped on that so fast.
Well, I'm gonna get some more wine. I'll be right back.
Is Ricardo? Are you actually here?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay. I see his screen. I don't see Ricardo.
He's processing like me.
Okay.
He's still in round 2 of the selection phase.
Very cool. So yeah, I just came in to complain about chalk pictures.
See you later.
Yeah, right. I'm out of here. No, let me show you where we're going tomorrow. We're going to the Castro in San Francisco for a big thing. We're doing a photo. We turned it into a photo walk. I got to find it here. It should be crazy. Where the hell is it? Brad, I don't think we've ever met before. Where are you located?
No, I'm in Springfield, Oregon.
Oh, where's
About
Springfield?
2 hours south of Portland.
Okay, got it. I'm in the Bay Area, in Marin County, just north of San Francisco.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to scroll through so much to find this here. Oh, I got to tell Thomas about my lens issue. I sent a lens to Nikon, and they said, we won't fix this. It's a non-U.S. lens.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a gray market lens, right?
Well, I bought it used, and I usually check, you know, and this one I didn't bother checking, and sure enough, it's a non-U.S. lens. I'm wondering if other places, you know, non-Nikon places will fix it, or if an authorized Nikon dealership is prohibited from fixing the lens.
What's wrong with it?
It's just a little soft.
Oh.
And I think it's something that's probably fixable. I used it for a couple of months before I said, you know, it's not me, it's actually the lens. At least I think so. I think so. It'll cost me $300 to find out that no, it's really me.
I always think my viewfinder's off. This viewfinder's off.
I do too. I always think that.
I can't see you.
I always think I've clicked over the focus in the viewfinder.
Well, I had a body where the autofocus was off, and it's one of the bodies that you can adjust for that, right? You can calibrate it, and I started calibrating my lenses, and then I discovered they were all off, and they were all off the same amount. And
Oh, wow.
so I sent it to Nikon, and sure enough, they fixed it. And it came back as just like a whole new camera. It's amazing.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll find this for you guys eventually.
What do you mean?
Yeah, some Canons you can calibrate specific lenses, right? And you just tell it what lens you're using, and it
Yeah,
makes
you
the
can do that.
adjustments.
All the upper end Nikons can do that too. Even the
Upper-end
D7000
Nikon.
can do that. This D7000, I think any camera they've made probably in the last 3 years, any announced in the last 3 years or 2 years. I mean, except the low end ones, obviously. Yeah, I'll find this thing eventually. Let's see.
Hey, so do you guys know William Eggleston, the photographer?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you guys see Eggleston
awesome.
Eggleston is getting sued?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think
I didn't even know he
about
was
that?
still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
He's old. He's old, but he's alive. So what? Yeah. What do you think about that, Thomas? Because he went back and reprinted the old images that he told anybody he wasn't going to print again.
I think it's total bullshit. You know, I mean, he made it. They were a different size. It was a whole new series. It was a whole different thing. I mean, it's his art. He should be able to print up whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And this guy's suing him, basically saying, "Oh, well, you know, I've got a limited edition print of this." Like, but that's always been the case. I mean, if they're limited edition by size, so if I sell limited edition prints that are, you know, 44 by 44 inches, that doesn't mean later on I can't sell 8 by 10s of that print or 50 by 50.
Well,
It'll probably get thrown out if that's what
we'll
it's
see
about.
what they say.
Probably will, but it's just what an annoyance, you know.
Yeah.
I hate people that sue people, you know. It's like, why is everybody so sue happy, you know?
People with too much free time.
I guess. At least Eggleston's got some money to defend himself.
So while you were
That's what
away,
it's all about.
I remembered something I wanted to tell you, Thomas, or ask you about.
Yeah.
So
You
I
bet.
had a you're shooting Canon though. You won't know the answer. I got a 135 f2 for my Nikon, right? I bought it used on eBay, and I decided it was a little soft. I sent it to Nikon for repair, and they said we won't repair it because it's not a U.S. made lens, which of course I didn't
Weird.
bother to check. And I forgot that you don't shoot Nikon, so you can't answer my question.
Right. Well, so that's kind of weird, though. They won't repair it, period?
They have a policy. I think that maybe their third party or second party authorized service centers might repair it, but they will not repair in the U.S. a lens that was not bought through a U.S. authorized dealer.
Why?
I think they're just trying to protect their dealer chain.
That's such bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
But it's the same thing here in I'm in Norway, so it's the same thing here. If I buy a lens outside the country, I can't get it repaired here in Norway.
And what manufacturer is that?
Canon.
Yeah, interesting.
That is ridiculous.
And it's kind of strange
Well,
too, because
if you buy a gray market Canon lens here in the U.S., you probably can't get it serviced by Canon in the U.S., can you?
No.
Hey, Daniel.
I mean, that's what
You should be able to.
So what happens if you take in Norway if you take that lens not to Canon but if you take it to an independent lens repair shop?
we don't have too many of them.
Yeah.
So that will be kind of difficult.
Gotcha.
But anyway, if I buy a high-end lens, like a high-end telephoto lens, it's cheaper for me to take a plane to New York or something, buy the lens, have a week in New York, and fly back again.
Wow.
And
Why is that?
send it to repair if it's something happens.
Is the tax just so expensive or something, or what? Why is it?
Yeah. The taxes is very high here.
Oh.
It's kind
Taxes
of
are
strange.
for chumps.
It's cheaper for me to
That's what I said.
fly from Norway, have a week of holiday in US, buy a lens and fly back again when buying the same lens here in Norway.
Wow. Sounds good to me.
So I actually did that once. I bought 400 f2.8 and gonna fly. Took a flight to New York, got the lens there, and took the flight back again. Saved
400.
me.
You bought the 400?
Yeah, 400 2.8. Yeah.
Wow. Is that that's an expensive lens?
Yeah, it's an expensive lens, but still, with the flight and everything, it saved me around $1,200-1,300. And when I had a week in the US, that's the same price.
Now, what are you going to shoot with that? Why did you want a 400?
Birds, wildlife, yeah.
Yeah.
Use it all fun.
That makes sense. You know, I do the Canon CPS. You guys familiar with that?
Yeah.
So on the Platinum deal, they have you can borrow lenses, and they'll say you just have to pay the shipping for the lens back. So I've got the 300 f2.8 coming next week.
Oh, that's a glorious lens. I love it. I don't have it, but I've tried it a couple of times.
I'm gonna go shoot that.
Thomas, I don't know if you caught it or not, but if you have nothing better to do tomorrow, if the kids want to do a strange Easter egg hunt, take a look at this screen that I'm showing in my window there.
That looks kind of sexual.
Well, this is the what is it? What are they called? The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. You know them?
Ah, right, correct.
Right.
That makes sense.
So they're doing a whole Easter thing in Dolores Park tomorrow, and there are about 8 of us who are heading over there.
Wow. Okay, well, I'll have to keep that in mind.
11 o'clock is the Easter egg hunt, and then they go from there.
I'd be afraid what my kids would find in those Easter eggs.
Yeah, it could be a problem. Yeah. I think this is an adult-only Easter egg hunt, but it'll be fun. All right, I'll take that off. How do I get rid of it?
You can't.
Oh, really?
No more.
How about if I close the window?
All right. I'm going to head out. I'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Easy, Paul.
Bye-bye.
Later.
All right, Paul, take it easy. Daniel, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Yeah,
All
nice
right.
to come in, Daniel. What's up?
I did a photo walk today with a couple people from the San Antonio Missions.
Nice.
We had a good time.
Who did you do it with?
I went with Jackie Burrows Anderson and Nikolai. I can't remember his last name. He's from Austin. He's one of the guys that won one of the Trey Ratcliffe prizes here at South by Southwest.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
I can't remember his last name at this point. There was only 3 of us.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. I posted several images. I got a ton more.
Jackie's kind of wild, isn't she?
She's awesome, man. She's great.
I'm kidding. I don't know her, but I mean I know of her. But
she's so fun to shoot with. She's always laying on the ground shooting up. It's funny.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Just getting that different perspective. Man, you got some great shots here. I love these colors.
Oh, the colors are so cool. Yeah, this was a really cool thing to shoot. You know, it was, as soon as I saw Jarvie's photos of it, I'm like, I definitely want to go shoot that.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that for maybe the next year or something. Trying to get out there. I mean, Utah is such a great place to shoot anyway.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's, you know, Jesse Stay got us up on top of the LDS building in downtown Salt Lake to shoot that, and we got Sam Scholl took us Scholes. It was Scholes or Scholl? Ricardo, do you remember? You don't know.
I don't know.
He took us out to this old abandoned refinery, and that was cool. Utah's got a lot of cool stuff to shoot. I need to do a trip on southern Utah, though, the world as national parks are and all that stuff.
Ricardo, I heard your voice, so you know you really are there tonight.
I am here. Why was I gonna hang out another time when I wasn't really there?
No, I've only seen your screen since I've been here, so I was just skeptical if you were actually here or not.
Oh, I stepped away for a little bit. But yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm putting a new image up. This is what I'm doing starting Wednesday. How do I do it? Let's do this. And that. And that. Okay. This is what I'm getting on Wednesday. That's the Fuji X Pro 1. But I'm only getting it for the weekend. 3 days for $49 from Borrow Lenses. So I've been really curious about this camera, and I will find out.
Fuji does some great stuff with color. They do with the blues and the greens especially.
Yeah, I'm probably going to shoot JPEG for an entire weekend.
Wow.
Are you? Why? It doesn't do RAW?
No, it does RAW, but Lightroom doesn't have a RAW converter for it. And one of the things, like you're mentioning, their color is particularly in their JPEG processing. They've basically tried to copy some of the Fuji papers. And it'll be interesting.
I think
Fuji films. I mean, sorry.
I think because Lightroom wouldn't accept the 5D Mark III until they came out with 4.1, the beta thing. But I think Adobe has a DNG converter. You can convert to DNG and then get them into, if you want to shoot RAW, then get them into.
Say Adobe does or Fuji does?
Adobe has something. It's a DNG converter, and it handled the 5D Mark III files when Lightroom wouldn't.
Oh, interesting.
So I bet it handles.
Adobe? I thought that was from Canon.
No, it was Adobe. Adobe has a DNG converter. If you look up like DNG converter, you may be able to shoot in RAW and then convert those to DNG that can be imported into Lightroom.
So that's essentially a standalone utility.
Right. It's a standalone utility.
Gotcha.
So you have to convert it, because like when I first got the 5D Mark III, the first night in Utah, actually, I plugged it in to import my images from that day, and it said format not recognized by Lightroom.
Ooh.
So I was really bummed, and so I went on the web and started researching it, and then I saw that other people had this problem too, of course. The camera had only been out a couple days.
They should have had that ready, though.
They should have. You're right, Brad. I mean, it's inexcusable. It's like Adobe can't get a pre-production 5D Mark III. Right. You would think they could get their act together. I blame Adobe for that.
Maybe there was politics going on behind the scenes, as often happens.
Oh, yeah. Maybe, but I don't know. I mean, Adobe and Canon aren't really competitors. Actually, you know what? Canon, all these cameras, they had to shoot DNG in the camera.
Well, that's what Adobe wanted, but they couldn't get Nikon or Canon to do it.
Because they like their proprietary formats. So that's why.
Well, there's a good reason for that, right? If when Canon has its own proprietary format, they can basically implement new features without having to wait for the RAW format to support it.
Yeah, I guess.
If
I don't know, it'd just be nice to
format, then you can change it at will, right?
Right. So Ricardo, so why not give people an option then? Why not go ahead and continue with their proprietary, but also have a DNG if you want?
I guess people don't really care. I mean, like, not enough consumers really care, right?
I guess. I don't know. I would like that. It takes so long to convert to DNG and import.
Yep.
That's true. They can get that 18 to 200 at Costco with 60 Ds. Come on now.
Stupid people.
It looks like the latest version of the Adobe RAW converter is 6.6, but it's a ways behind because it doesn't have even the Mark III in it. So I'm not sure where you got that.
No, it's not that one, Doug. There's a beta version. There's a beta one.
Gotcha.
Oh, RAW 7, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, find the beta one. That'll have what you need. That supports 5D Mark III.
Probably in Adobe Labs.
Yeah, I think it is.
Good
Where they keep all their betas.
Scavenger hunt killing my notifications. It's all mint. Yeah. Yeah. All of it.
So, Thomas, I know you saw my exterior of the Idaho Capitol.
Yeah.
Did you see the interior?
Great, yeah. I think so. I think I did.
It was the all the white.
Now, what were you doing? What were you doing up in Idaho?
I was doing a wedding.
So you went all the way to Idaho for a wedding, huh?
Yeah, it was a good time. They're really conservative there, though. Like
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. They can't be that conservative. They got Larry Craig as their senator.
They also have BYU, Idaho.
Little wide stance, dude.
I posted the link to the inside of the Capitol. They just renovated it about 2 or 3 years ago.
Did you see Karen Hutton's Salt Lake City Capitol, Thomas? It's a good shot.
I think so. Is that staircase? Is it like staircases in marble?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I went and shut the Utah Capitol. I couldn't go the day that everybody else went on the trip. That Jarvie took everybody up there because I had to pick my wife up at the airport at the time they were going. And so I went to the airport and picked up my wife, and so then we went instead on like Saturday afternoon after Park City. No, not Saturday afternoon. On Friday, I guess, because Park City was Saturday was the Colors Festival. So on Friday, we went up there to shoot it because I definitely wanted to shoot it. And while I was there was like a major like bill signing thing. So the governor of Utah was there, and Orrin Hatch, who's a senator of Utah, was there. And so I got to take portraits of all those guys too, which was fun. Of course, Orrin Hatch is probably the most hated man on the internet as far as politicians go.
Yeah, isn't he like behind?
Oh, he's like the biggest copyright Sopa Pipa. He's like as bad as they get.
So this picture is awesome. I love her picture, and she was doing a lot of fisheye that weekend, and it just really works, like the way she puts this thing together.
Karen was?
Yeah, I'm going to share them. Everybody knows what. I guess you guys have seen it.
I'm not looking at links though. I got to focus on processing.
That's what I was talking about. That's a good shot.
All right. I'll flip over and look.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
I love the way the fisheye enhances the round ceiling and the staircases rolling in.
That's the she got the 8 to 15, right, Ricardo?
Yeah,
Lens?
fisheye 8 to 15. Yeah.
That's the same one I've got. Yeah, that's a wonderful version of it. Wow. That is really nice. She's got such a great style.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah. With the warm tones and everything, yeah.
The only thing I'm not going to be critical because I could never take that shot, but the smaller columns near the center of the image, because they're warped, it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. I know it's the effect of the lens, but
yeah, I think that's part of the effect, though.
Yeah, but that's just throwing me off, though, for some reason. Like I can take the ceiling being curved and the stairs kind of curving, but when my eyes focus on the columns, because they're bent a little bit, it just kind of ruins it.
If you look at Karen's gallery, you'll see that most of her images are meant to look otherworldly. And kind of like it's a fantasy world. And so, like, there's always something in the image that doesn't look
just quite
right.
Right, yeah.
And that's
I
part
love
of
it.
That's part of the effect,
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of the effect.
What's that you're saying, Ricardo? You fantasized about Karen Hutton?
Well, haven't you? Well, your wife is right there. You probably can't admit it right now.
No, she's not here, but she could be watching. You never know. You never know who's watching, Ricardo.
Fantasizing about her voice. That's
especially this is live on the air.
Right.
She's got a really good advertising voice.
I mean, for example, let's look at these clouds. In which universe do clouds really burn like that. I mean, they've lit up and with some sort of
artistic license.
Totally awesome, yeah. Totally.
Yeah, that's a great one. That sunset, you got a couple from that day, like the where it's beginning and then ending and then the middle. It was a fire in the sky kind of sunset.
I miss a bunch of these. So Thomas, this was at the house that I rented. The house had a trampoline in the backyard.
Wasn't there one of Lotus that Bonacore took where she was...
That's so cool.
And yeah, the trampoline was not like raised. There was a hole in the backyard, and the trampoline filled it.
Oh my god, that's kind of cool.
Funny.
That is so ghetto.
That's trampoline ghetto.
That's very cool.
And then in the summertime, they fill it with water.
You can make a pool out of it, sure. Pretty ghetto, yeah.
It's a water slide.
You and Julia would have loved that house. You guys could have had the master bedroom.
On the flip side, less falling off trampoline injuries.
Other than you wouldn't have had to sleep because Lotus was like laughing her head off all night.
I believe it. No, we had a wonderful suite at the Grand Americana or whatever. It was amazing.
Probably making too many of your mom jokes. And
I don't want to see my mom on a trampoline.
Me neither.
Here's another shot with that fisheye.
Wasn't that library great, Ricardo?
That's the library.
Process.
So many awesome.
Man, I love shooting that thing. I can't wait to process those shots.
Mm-hmm. It's got those grid lines.
And this
inside, the interior I liked even more than the exterior.
That path here, you would walk all the way up to the top, to the roof, up this path.
I'm going to show you a building that's kind of like that, only it's really square.
Okay.
If I can find it.
It's pretty square, Daddy-o.
Alright, I go back to what I was doing. One last pass.
All right. Well, I got my son on the phone and he never calls, so I gotta take advantage of that and go talk to him. I'll see you guys later.
See you then.
Take it easy.
Doug, take it
Good night.
easy, man.
See you. Bye-bye.
Catch you around.
Oh, it's so hard to make people happy sometimes. Trying to get this. Oh, go ahead.
Here's a square version of that. It's got the pools and it's got the same grid lines.
Oh, that's cool.
Where's that at?
That's in Eugene, Oregon, at University of Oregon.
That's nice, Brad. I might be coming up to Oregon next month, I think.
Oh, cool.
I think I'm going to go to Southern Oregon, Glendale, Oregon.
Why?
Grants Pass.
I've been to Grants Pass many times.
My grandmother lives there.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
My wife's from Klamath Falls, which is about an hour and a half away from there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my grandparents live in Glendale, Oregon. It's a little town. It's about probably half hour, 45 minutes. Oh, you know Glendale, Oregon?
No.
Wow. Glendale's tiny. I can't believe you guys know it.
Oregon. I mean,
like last time I visited them was like 10 years ago, and I drove up there to visit my grandparents. And like, as soon as you get off the freeway in Glendale, Oregon, as soon as you get up the off ramp there at the little town, if they don't recognize your car, the cop immediately like pulls you over to check you out and make sure you're okay.
down here.
The one cop.
The one cop.
Yeah, the one cop. He's like, and so the cop pulls us over and we say hi and all that. And then by the time we got to my grandmother's house, which was like 3 miles off the freeway, she had already heard we were coming because the cop called her and told her.
Don't stop Thomas. He's all right.
Give him your
Like,
license plate number and let him know.
I know.
That's funny. We got a few more cops up here. They like to tase people.
Cops are too happy.
No, but I'm looking forward. I love Oregon, man. I love taking pictures in Oregon.
There's a lot of different stuff here. We got mountains and coasts and.
Yeah, I've
been. Eastern Oregon is all desert.
Yeah.
I've never actually been to Canada that much. Lots of waterfalls up north and.
Definitely looking forward to it. I think I'm going. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Southern Oregon. What are we shooting Southern Oregon?
Cows.
Cows. We shoot cows in Southern Oregon.
You just take them over.
Oh.
Did you use anything for your cameras, guys, when you all were over there?
I had a little gaffer tape on mine. Some people got like the weatherproof bags and all that, but I didn't. I just put a little gaffer tape on the lenses and.
I would totally would have waterproof bagged it up.
Yeah, and that's what I did. It was very simple. Got a little bag and it had a drawstring on the front, and you drew that around your lens and put a rubber band behind that to make sure it stayed tight, and closed the back of it too, and operated it through the bag. Didn't take it off the whole day.
Oh.
Yeah, a few people were using those bags, weren't they?
Yeah, and it worked out fine. When I took out the camera at the end of the day, it was perfectly clean.
Yeah. That's what I used in Austin for the Trey Ratcliffe photo walk when it was raining. It wasn't just sprinkling or anything like that. It was really bad.
I love shooting in the rain.
I do too.
So many reflections.
Yeah, around here you have to shoot in the rain because it's raining 9 months a year.
Good practice.
Okay, third time's a charm. I got feedback tonight about my cover for my book and me putting androids in where the Google Plus is, and they're two separate things, and I should be ashamed of myself. So I changed them to pluses, which look like X's, which bothers me, but if it'll make the people happy.
That's okay. Aaron, what is your book about?
It's going to be a coffee table book of all my posters that I've done so far.
Right. Okay, yeah, you were talking about that the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is the Kickstarter.
Yeah,
right.
which ended up going above and beyond what I wanted. So that closed a few hours ago. Yeah.
So you're done. Congratulations. Get it.
Thank you. Yeah, it was my my first fund and my first success. So.
Nice.
Feels good.
Now, who is going to print up your book?
Well, I had somebody contact me through my Etsy store and actually start getting me a quote, but the company that I use in town that I used to work for that prints the actual posters has quoted me also. But then I got a lot of feedback today that people want it in hardcover, and hardcover is expensive. So I now have to go back and see if I can either make it down to 100 copies instead of 150, but make it hardcover, or find some place that'll do it cheap. So the next hurdle.
Well, why don't you just do it like a blurb?
What do you mean?
Well, blurb, online publishing blurb.
I had never heard of blurb before.
No, come on, really?
Yeah, well, I use my company in town, and they do great work, but when it comes to doing a book, I never really tackled hardcover before. A lot of places.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
So this is a hardcover book. Let's see.
Those Plus Fund books turned out great.
They did. So see this right here, this book right here.
Oh yeah.
I've
seen that a lot.
That's the Google Plus One. It's hardcover.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can print as little as one, or as many as like 10,000.
Well, I'm going to check them out right now then.
See, and look, inside is beautiful. Look at these big pages. Look at that.
Oh, that is spectacular.
See that?
Yeah. Especially when
you can make a single book for $60 if you want.
Yeah, I'm here right now. I'm looking at that.
Do you get a break for larger quantities, or is it just per book?
I don't know. I need to learn more about Blurb because they're sponsoring our show.
Yeah.
So, but look at these pictures. Didn't they do a good job? Look at the print on that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they have weird sizes. That's the only thing I don't like. Standard landscape. Oh, large landscape is 13 by 11.
This book is huge. I don't know how big it is. See, it's right in my head.
Yeah.
But it's great.
I think yours is bigger than mine. Isn't the deluxe edition larger?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh my God. They want $90 per book.
We paid $200 for those. Those were seriously expensive.
But some of that went to charity though.
Yeah. $50, right? Probably.
I can't do that at $90 a book. That would kill me.
I love this one here. That print. Isn't that cool?
Oh, they look spectacular. All those photos really did it justice. You get 15% off if you order between $50 and $249, but even still, that's way above. I'll look into some options, but thanks. I might use that for other ideas.
Yeah, I love it. It's
Yeah, they do good quality.
Hi guys.
Sandra, what's going on?
Hello.
I just saw you guys hanging out. That I'd pop in and say hello.
All right.
How you doing?
How's Canada?
How's what?
Canada. The Canadian.
It is snowing and crappy and cold all throughout Canada.
How is the Canada?
Oh, Canada's cold. Canada's snowed in.
You're still north? Yes?
Yes. Yeah, Manitoba. Areas around us are getting it. We haven't gotten it yet, but I think we will by morning.
An Etsy shop
So
full of vintage frames.
We're processing some pictures tonight.
I see, yeah. They're so colorful.
There's a lens shape for those.
Yeah.
It's
not going as fast as I thought it would.
This takes a while.
You just grind them to fit.
Aw, look at that puppy. Is he ever cute?
It's the saddest picture, I think.
It is. I feel bad for him.
You should. You should definitely feel bad for the little puppy.
Just take the whole thing.
Oh, you guys are both got your screens going here. Oh
They're
my God,
yeah.
Wild hair on that, Ricardo. I love it.
Yeah, we're doing the same thing, same event.
Really?
Yeah. Can you tell by the color?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It looks like some. So, okay, what are they? Is that paint?
It's cornstarch.
Chalk.
Oh.
Colored cornstarch.
Okay. And so they just have it like in little bags, and you just fling the bag kind of thing, or what? How does
$2 a bag. This guy's made a killing at $2 a bag.
$2 a bag? No way.
Well,
yeah, the whole time we were there, Ricardo was like figuring out the economics of it.
In 5 years, this festival was making millions.
Right. Ricardo's like,
we figured people are spending about $20 a head.
Yeah, a little bit.
And they had 80,000 people go through. So how much is that?
It's like every conversation I had with Ricardo, he's like, how many people you think are coming through here? And how many bags of chalk do you think each one of them?
I was trying to figure out if we could do this back home for ourselves,
I know you were. That I could totally tell. Ricardo, the wheels were spinning. He's like, wow, we could make an easy $200,000 if we do this back at home.
We may have to do like a Christian rock thing out here instead of like Hare Krishna rock. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think you could do. Yeah. See See, the problem is as soon as you start getting drugs and alcohol mixed up into it, then it starts to get crazy.
I think it's really expensive because you have to have more security.
Right, more security and more
and that'll
people.
ruin us, yeah.
What are you going to do for Iowa trip?
You could make a GIF out of that.
Out of the three?
Oh, you totally could. That's great. Just put it on the endless loop.
I think I'm going with the one where there's just a little bit of separation.
Ooh, is that a social commentary or?
Yeah, it's a little too old. He's totally robbing the cradle.
She has aged really well.
Or she's aged very gracefully.
Karen Hutton had a picture of people making out where you see tongue and everything. It was
Wow.
Colored tongue.
Risque.
Nothing wrong with that.
What are people painting themselves with? It's just like finger paint type paint, or is it
just powder?
Powder.
Like chalk.
It's cornstarch.
Wow.
Cornstarch is so fine. It must just go.
It goes everywhere.
Yeah, no wonder. Like they look like they're painted, and that's why, because it's just crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It goes everywhere. All right, I have sorted all of those photos.
Again.
So how many do you have flagged now that you're going to do?
Let's take a look.
I've got flagged 1,032 right now.
187.
This is growing.
That's what, 1 out of 4? 4,000 pictures? We got 1,000 tagged?
I shot 3,000.
Yeah.
3,000 in 2 days, and I picked 187.
Man, you are so selective.
And then I was.
Raising the bar up high.
I thought I would only have 100.
You are so selective, Ricardo.
I am being very selective.
We're taking a 3-day trip to New York. I plan to shoot 5,000 pictures in 3 days. What about memory for?
Shoot like 7 rolls.
Bought extra batteries, extra memory.
Shoot like 7 rolls of film.
And you're shooting film, yeah.
I'm not like Thomas, who takes one image and makes like 4 out of them. He's like, wow, this is awesome in black and white, and it's awesome in color. And if you reverse it, that's even a better picture.
If you're on Venus, this one looks better with the different atmosphere. It's good to be prepared, right?
I do that.
Each version speaks to another person.
So did this thing go on for like a couple of different days at a time, or was it one day?
2 days?
It was 2
Sandra,
days.
I have a picture for you, Sandra.
You do?
Yeah, I have a picture, and when I showed it to somebody, they said, "This you got to show that to Sandra." They said.
Oh my God, who told you that?
Been called out.
Here it is.
Hold on, let me check.
Yeah.
They actually have them on his hind legs.
And look.
Oh God.
It's got lipstick. It has boots on.
Well, what self-respecting moose doesn't wear boots?
If you got the shoes, you gotta have the boots.
And that's Mark.
Mark.
It's Gary.
Square.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. That's funny. Where is that?
Park City.
That's that moose in Park City. Yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Quite a long face.
That's funny. Those must be huge pants.
It was a big moose.
A lens baby.
Yeah, there's a lens baby shot.
Still haven't bought one of those. I'm still on the fence on that.
Well, let me see. Let me show you the ones that I.
You were shooting with a lens baby, Ricardo?
Yeah. Yeah, I bought a used one.
We just bought a Hoga lens, a Canon mount Hoga lens today. We'll see how that turns out.
Here's the shot that actually I think worked.
Oh, that's neat.
It's a trip to use. It's really, I found it a little hard actually, but. And then I already posted one that really did work.
Oh, what you need?
I'll show you that.
Back to bed, please.
Where is it? Where are you?
So, Ricardo, are you getting closer to switching teams yet, or what?
I already did. Yeah, I started working on my new team on Monday.
Awesome. That's so cool. You know what? I've noticed you around here a lot more.
No.
Because I'm not working day and night right now, but you know, the first thing that Dave Cohen told me on Monday, he said, "So you're ready to not make it to another photo walk anytime soon?" And I said, "No."
That's very cool. I like that, Sean.
I said, "I'm going to make it to more," and he said, "Well, it's good to be really optimistic."
You got to tell them photo walk's part of your job, right?
No kidding.
That's Brian Rose. Brian Rose has the job.
You have to be in touch with the people. Yeah. You should get them to send you to Toronto at the end of May.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because we're going to have a photo walk in Toronto, and somebody was talking about going to Google Canada while we're there.
I'm doing it in New York. It was like 3 people, and now it's 30. Seriously.
So this was a lens baby shot from the
Brad,
top.
are you there too?
Nice.
I'm in Oregon, but
Oh, okay.
You know, this was a lens baby shot, and then I also put it through Photomatics.
That's cool.
Cool. That's very neat. I love that.
All the lights up.
Bokeh is all ovally.
Isn't that cool?
Warped. So.
Nice. That was fun shooting up there, wasn't it?
HAWT right there.
What I need to work on, I'm going to keep on shooting, but what I want to work on is getting sharper focus, because I did pretty bad at getting it on sharp focus, the parts that were supposed to be in focus.
When are they coming out with that lens, baby, autofocus lens?
Well, it's manual, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's a manual, and on the Nikon, it's a manual meter too.
I tried. I just got so frustrated with it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this.
That's a patient lens. You gotta be real patient.
Yeah, you're not going to shoot thousands of frames with it.
I don't know if I have it in me. I think it would irritate me that I spent so much money on it.
I did some portraits with it too. I'll show you like a few that did work.
I love catching reflections in sunglasses, you know.
That's a portrait with a lens baby.
Nice.
And so is this one, but you can't tell.
You know, there's a wonderful little effect called explosion, and that you can use to do like Lens Baby-ish in FX Photo Studio Pro.
Yeah. I'm going to guess that what you can do with a Lens Baby isn't very difficult to do in post.
No,
yeah, you can do a lot of that stuff, and yeah.
But watch how easy it is. Like, here's a picture.
Yeah, no, I think actually you're right that it would be easy to do it in post.
So, but this little program, but it's normally like it would be like even more work in Photoshop and stuff. But watch this. So I just picked a random image. I load this thing up. Where did it go? You guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you take this image. Oops. Go back. What did I do? This is I just killed it. It's FX Photo Studio Pro.
Okay.
So you just take an image. Here, I'll use this one. This one's a better one, this black and white image, to do it with. Okay.
I'm always looking for a new plug-in suite.
Oh, this thing, it's really cheap. It's like $30, but...
Oh, cool.
Watch this. Okay, so you got the image there, right? You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
So you just go over here to the explosion filter. Explosion right here.
Oh, there we go.
There it is, and you just put the you put it wherever you want it, like in the center, like there.
Oh.
Like a lens.
See that? Did you get that?
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Is that made by?
How you get that zoom, or you?
I mean, how different is that from like a radial zoom set to?
It's like the same thing, but that's kind of like what LensBaby does. Like, see, now I focused it down here, so the rest is out, and then you can change it. Like if I focus it here, and I want like more zoom and a bigger radius, like I can go bigger radius, and I can go like zoom all the way, which will really distort it. But it like does everything. I don't know. I guess it does. To me, it feels like it does everything that a LensBaby does in post.
I think you're probably right, or at least close enough that like most people wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Right.
Probably only like somebody that is like really knows a LensBaby could tell the difference.
I like the idea of a LensBaby, but I don't think I have the patience to actually use one.
Yeah, I was able to pick it up for half price, so I was like, that sounds
great.
Yeah,
that's a good choice.
I think I would like have it on the camera, and then I'd be, oh crap, I want to take a picture of something without that, and then I'd have to switch it, and then I'd be like, oh, should I put it back on? And after a while, I would just get tired of that.
Body up.
I managed to use it pretty well after the first day that I tried it. The second time, I brought it out, put it on, did a shot. I thought about it ahead of time, then took it off and kept on shooting with another lens. And I had to have like other people meter for me. I had somebody next to me, and I told them my settings were on my camera, and they metered it, and then I just set it up, and then I took a shot.
Light
meter. You need a light meter in this film.
And now I know. Now I have one in my phone. I have a light meter.
Your stuff has been good.
No light meter.
Would your light meter in your camera work if you just got a battery for it? Get a battery for your camera.
Just do it.
She's got an old Minolta SLR she's been using, and she's got no battery for it, so no light meter. What do you have to do? Stack up watch batteries on it? I know they've been turning out good.
So Thomas, your red mannequin, she keeps posting herself.
Yeah, what's up with that, huh?
It's like almost every day. It's the weirdest thing.
I know, it is crazy, isn't it?
There you go, Ricardo. There's a problem you can try and fix.
Sure.
Stop the red mannequin from posting herself.
For some reason, Ricardo, this is weird. You have the scrapbook photos on Google Plus.
Oh, that's
I put the scrapbook photos. I put some up there like months ago, and like one of my scrapbook photo keeps getting bumped to the top of like everybody's stream over and over.
Comments, but not like nothing added to it. It's just there.
No, there's no comment. There's no +1. There's no nothing. It just like bumps it to the.
And then we all have to comment on it, of course.
Right. People do comment on it.
Like, how many times is that in your album now? Does it keep reposting it? Because each time there's no
keep
comments.
reposting it.
Really?
No, not at all. It just kind of bumps. It keeps bumping it over and over and over again.
So where do all the comments go?
Your stream right now. I don't see it on your stream.
I don't know, it's in my scrapbook. It's like a red mannequin.
With sunglasses on.
Let's take a look.
Because every time we see it, Ricardo and Hilmar and I, we put a comment on it, and then when we see it again, there's no comment on it again.
There's a lot of comments there. April 4th, there's a comment on it.
Why is that funny?
The last comment was April 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we commented on it today. There was about 6 comments we made today on it.
So it must be a different photo.
I don't know why it keeps getting bumped, but you know.
It's weird.
It's creeping me out.
It's got a mind of its own.
It's all right. I think she's cool looking.
I'm going to give you the response that Chris Chabot told me to give whenever this happens.
I think I'm going to change my avatar to that image.
Oh, God.
He told me to say, like, you see that little thing on the bottom left corner that says feedback?
Send feedback?
Yeah, why don't you send us some feedback?
The thing that Google just ignores when you click on it.
Oh, we listen to that very carefully.
Very carefully. Like, does that mean? But do you pay attention to it? You can listen, but does it?
No, there's a whole group that has been hired to compile everything that's being sent through Send Feedback.
That means print and put in 3-ring binders, right?
We're a little more.
All the way in the basement.
then scan it with one of those cool desktop scanners that like and then file those files away.
But no, actually, I think that if you send feedback, it's probably the best way to have anything happen when you have a problem.
Okay, so like I had the Android app was broken for me for like 2 weeks. I could not use it. It would crash within like every 20 seconds, and I sent feedback at least 200 times.
All right.
And nothing ever got fixed.
It's still broken?
No. I mean, finally, when I dealt with Punit one-on-one, who, is in charge of that product, he fixed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he said, oh, yeah, no, we had a problem on our end. He didn't go into what it was, but... So, but how come the 200 times when I sent feedback before it didn't get fixed?
Yeah, I don't know.
Priorities, I guess. They got a list.
Maybe.
I got to get some help. I joined up finally for a Gmail account, and my notifications won't go to it.
What, you want email to be sent to you when you get notified?
Yeah, and I have it set up. It goes to my Google account. I changed all of the settings in it, put the Gmail account in, and it still doesn't go there. It still goes to my Yahoo.
Yeehaw.
It's not a big deal, but I just don't know why it's doing that.
Ghosts in the machine.
Yeah.
So it's got this thing I've been playing around. I gotten sidetracked for my processing with this FX Photo Studio Pro. It's got these cool symmetry features as well. So like, see how this is a picture of New York, and there's definitely not symmetry there.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually click on it and get like symmetry.
Oh.
Oh wow, that's kind of cool.
Is that made by Tiffin?
I don't know who makes it. I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. Symmetry vertical. So I wonder, like, that's like a totally different look there, isn't it, than the original? It's got those two buildings that really don't exist side by side here and here.
Yeah, it almost now it looks like a road with things on the side rather than looking up through a.
But I think now when I throw the explosion effect on it, it'll look even.
Put all the effects on it.
Yeah.
Like, look at that. Yes, I like this better.
Oh yeah.
Let's increase the rating, bring the explosion down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, FX Studio Pro, they make mobile. They have a mobile camera app.
Yeah, they do.
Oh man, you have a picture of the poodles too. I have this picture.
What picture? What poodles?
You're not sitting here. I gotta share my browser so you can see which poodles I'm talking about.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do this.
Poodles were at the MoMA.
Those are poodles?
Oh yeah. I took a picture of those poodles. Yeah.
Those poodles are so
what's her name?
cool.
Christine Frisch or whatever her name is.
Yeah, I remember, but there was like hundreds of poodles in one room.
Yeah, that was cool. I posted that picture and people couldn't figure out what it was.
You have to have seen it.
It's like
Yeah.
Abstract poodles.
Hopefully with the poodles already.
Although I feel very nervous every time I go to the SF MoMA now.
Give them the boot. Kick them out.
Ever since getting thrown out of it that one time.
You got tossed out of MoMA.
Man, when I started MoMA back in November, we were shooting everything.
I got thrown out.
Only in the wing where somebody didn't want them shooting.
Oh boy.
Got thrown out for voyeurism.
We were shooting from the observation deck at that above exploding lights, and there was only one area where I didn't realize the artist had requested no photography, and I started snapping, and they're like, "Hey, put the camera down."
So this is a free country.
There was one exhibit where it was just like a square painted on the wall, and
No photography allowed.
no photography was allowed there, but it was like a square painted on the wall. I don't know.
Square's serious business. Don't question the square.
The square was like painted on their wall. It wasn't like they brought in this square. They painted it on MoMA's wall.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of installation art these days is just a lot of one thing over and over and over.
Well, the next wall was a circle, so yeah.
Was there a triangle anywhere in the building, or was it just a square and a circle?
Extra move.
And then, who was the photographic exhibit?
It was all black and white.
That was a good photo exhibit.
Hmm.
Okay, I am going to get back to processing these photos.
Yeah, I got to get to bed. I got Easter with the family tomorrow, and I got all that good stuff. So, good night, guys.
Good night.
Hasta la vista.
So Thomas, that mirror effect is on that app that I was telling you about, Pixel Pro.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I use it all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool little thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I love
Do you think it feels like it's kind of cheating a little bit, though, doesn't it?
It is, and what I'll do sometimes is I'll edit if I know that I'm going to do, like I'll go in there and I'll flip the image, mirror it, and if you tap the screen, it'll mirror it the other way. And I'll find out the best vantage point of that mirror and which one you want to use, and then I'll edit just one side of the image. Like if I'm using a mask, because you can use a mask
to create, make it look different.
You're breaking up.
To make a little imperfection so it's not a perfect mirror, right?
Yeah, well, you can do that afterwards, but I'm talking about when I'm prepping the image to be mirrored, I'll go in and make a mask, and I'll just mask one side of the image, so I don't have to make a mask around the whole thing. And then I'll flip it over, and then if I want it to look exactly symmetrical, then I'll leave it alone. If not, then like you're saying, I'll go in and mess with it a little bit to make it
This is weird. I just uploaded this photo to Google Plus because I was going to post it there, and it's all black. You see that?
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if I publish this, if it would be all black or if it would really be the image.
You should probably delete it and re-upload it. If you can't see it, likely nobody else can.
Isn't that weird, though? Let's try it again. So I've got the image. I put it in here. And then it was all black. See, look at that. Do you see that, Ricardo?
Yeah.
That's weird.
What's the image? Is it a JPEG?
Right, no, it is. It's right here. So see the JPEG right there?
Yeah. That's after you just messed with it in that program, right?
Right. I saved it as a JPEG. Right, and then I put it right here. And it's black. Look at that. Isn't that weird?
Open up the image in preview. Just like double click on it.
And well, if I double click on it, it'll open it in Photoshop. I'll spacebar it though, and it'll open it up.
Yeah, just open up in preview.
Do that?
Okay, there's nothing weird about the JPEG.
That's weird. I wonder if it would. I wonder if it'll publish anyways if I hit it. I should try.
You can always delete the post, right? Yes, just post.
Right, I can always delete it. I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see.
Thomas Hawk just posted a picture of black.
And just leave it, and you'll get how many comments and plus.
If I leave it as black, it's good for at least 400 plus ones. I'm joking.
I like
to say that
awesome, Thomas. Such depth, such color.
How do we interpret this blackness?
Your artistic genius astounds even me.
Go ahead and post it. Let's see what it looks like.
Look at that. No, it's fucked up. Look at that.
Look
It's
at
black
Mona.
still. Do you guys see that? It's black still.
I'm going to look it up.
Okay, yeah, let me look on mine. Maybe it's
you guys
just
see it as black?
I'm going to take a look to see.
No, it's black.
Isn't that weird?
It is a gorgeous shade of black, though.
Thomas, can you email me the JPEG, and I'll try posting it to see if it's just your account or if it's the image.
If it's actually that really is the image?
Yeah, here, I'm going to put my email here and you can send it to me. Actually, this is broadcast. You
already deleted it?
You have my email address. Can you email it to me?
I was happy. Hey, Ricardo, I was happy Ilmar won that mint because she was so down on her album. She was so down on it, and she comes out winning the first album.
Yeah, right. I know. I don't know. I think the album was just great.
A lot of ice cream, a lot of drinks.
Thomas, can you email me that?
Yeah, I'm emailing it right now. Hold on.
Okay, cool.
Black
So
image.
you can send it to my work address or my home address, whichever one you have.
I'm sending it to your work address.
Okay, good. Let me get my work computer then.
You want me to send it to your home instead?
That's fine. I have my work computer. I just gotta go get it to the other room.
Okay, I just sent it to your at google.com address.
So that was really interesting the way you uploaded that. I didn't know you could do that.
Drag and drop, isn't that fun?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh my God.
You know that's
but you
that's
put it.
I didn't know that.
You know that's a good question though. You know what? I wonder if I did it a different way.
Maybe it would work. But you can't put it in a specific album if you do it that way, though, can you?
I don't use albums.
Okay.
I don't have an album.
You know, I'm gonna try to upload it like without dragging and dropping. See what that does. Hey, did you guys see Google Plus? Oh, that's a cool picture from Trey. Look at that thing.
Oh, that's cool. Cruise ships.
That's cool. I'm gonna try to upload it from like the camera, add photos. Usually I drag and drop.
Let's see. Where's my phone?
Oh, it's still black. Look, if I do it the other way, it's still black. That is so weird.
So you tried doing it directly into an album, and it doesn't work either. Okay.
No, I tried instead of dragging and dropping, just uploading it regular.
Yeah.
Wait, why is mine still there? I thought I deleted it. Oh, this post could not be found. That's right. That is weird. I wonder what I could do to fix that.
Maybe it's not you.
Try a different picture. Maybe it's just that program or something.
Oh, you think maybe like Google's like blacklisted me and locked me out?
No explore for you.
You're probably right, Thomas.
I think Sergey's upset because I took that picture of those glasses.
What's really weird is I'm not getting any posts from you at all.
Oh, look, it's a red mannequin.
We already talked about that.
The red mannequin, right.
Yes, it haunts me. It haunts me and Gilmar and Sandra.
I know it does.
Who has the red mannequin?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so maybe, you know what I'm going to try to do next? I'm going to try to open it in Photoshop and save it just as a new file.
That was a JPEG, right?
Yeah, it's a JPEG. Did you get the email I sent you?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to post it myself, and we'll see if it's.
Let's see what happens when you post it. If it's black too, then if you post it and it's black, then it's the file.
It's just corrupted.
If you post it and it's good, then it's my account.
Right, and then I can open debug accordingly.
Right. I bet it's the file.
I'm gonna just drop it into the stream and see what happens.
I bet it's the file.
Just dumb.
Maybe Google Plus doesn't like it when you cheat and use that symmetry effect.
Maybe you've uploaded your quota for the day.
Thomas, I shared that post just with you. You can see it.
Oh, let me see. Did it work for you?
Yeah.
Oh, it did. It worked. Look at that. So that is weird, isn't it, Ricardo?
Okay.
Why does it work? Why does it work for you but not for me?
Try a different image. Have you tried a different image? I want to make sure that it's like there's nothing wrong. There's not something wrong with your account, right?
Well, you know what I just did? I saved that as a new image with Photoshop. I just created like a new.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe there's something because when you sent it to me, it's now a new image.
No, it's the same old image.
No, I mean, but it's been transferred through the internet and it's been saved by like another program. And stuff.
Wow, no, it's black again. I just did a save as. Oh, I bet I can't upload. I bet I can't upload any image right now.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, no. It's the red mannequin, man. It's the red mannequin.
Maybe log in with a different browser.
He has a mind on his own.
From you at all.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to upload just a different image, and I bet it's also black. I bet I'm locked out.
Do one that you haven't done.
No. Yeah, I'm going to do one that I haven't done any processing or anything.
It could be that we'll just open a bug. We'll see what happens.
Ellie.
I bet this is going to be black. I'm doing a whole different one that I processed 8 months ago. It's a JPEG.
That's okay.
But normally it would work.
Do you want to
This is probably going to work now, isn't it? No, black. Every picture I upload is black.
Oh man.
Okay. All right.
It's the manicky, man. It's the
So
manicky.
let's figure out how we open this bug. Let's figure this out.
I'm like locked out. Every picture I upload is black.
You see that feedback button?
Yeah, right. somehow I think talking to Ricardo is going to do more than that feedback button will.
I'm sure it will. I'm not getting any posts from you whatsoever, though. I don't see black. I don't see nothing.
I think you should
really?
try.
If you go to my stream, I'm locked out. I'm dead.
I don't see anything. I can screen share with you, and if you publish that public, it's not.
No, but like, what if you like go to my stream? It's like there's nothing.
This is all I got right here. If you publish that, it won't show anything.
I can see your stream just fine, Tom.
Yeah, your stream's fine here. You posted flowers at 417.
Right.
19 post about Festival of Color. Google grew 27%.
Yeah,
a couple of Hangout ones.
That's weird.
Huh.
It feels like maybe like it's like blocked out like a spammer account, you know, like or somebody that's been posting porn or something.
Could be just your browser's barfing. You try a different browser just temporarily.
You know, that's a good point. Let me try in Firefox instead of Chrome.
Yeah, because maybe restarting Chrome will bring it all back. But
yeah, it could be my browser, couldn't it?
Yeah. While I figure out how to file the bug, go ahead and try a different browser.
Because when we file bugs in our organization, you know, it's reproducibility is really the first acid test. So.
And already I can't reproduce it, so.
Yes, but it's still, you know, it could be something interesting that should still be documented, but from a bug perspective. But.
That is weird, though. I've never seen that happen before. Okay, I'm trying in Firefox now. Different browser. I think it's my account, though. I don't think it's the browser. I think it's my account. I think I've tripped some like filter that says this guy's a pornographer.
Wait, another.
Blocked out all his images.
I'm surprised Christopher
was like recorded.
Right now, a bunch of Google Street View vans are circling your house.
Get a picture.
Menacingly.
Well, that worked really well. It's still uploading.
Yeah, uploading. It's taking longer to upload on Firefox than
It doesn't
to
feel like it's working.
Maybe that's a good sign.
Yeah, I think it is a good sign, actually. Let's
Okay,
see,
there
it's
you go.
almost...
It's
But now,
white.
oh, it worked! It worked!
Oh, so it's a Google thing.
All right, so
Chrome. Bet.
So it's a Chrome
Chrome
thing,
thing, probably.
I bet you that if you quit Chrome, but you can't, because if you quit Chrome, you're going to close the Hangout.
No,
What
I
if
won't,
you
because I
quit
did
Chrome
Hangout
and
in Firefox.
restarted it, it
because-
would work again.
No, you're right, Ricardo, but I did the Hangout in Firefox.
Oh, you were doing the Hangout in Firefox, okay.
All right,
Yeah,
you're winning.
because if you do the Hangout in Chrome, then if you try to, I love the Chrome browser better. So if I do the Hangout in Chrome, you can't use the Chrome browser.
Okay, then go ahead and quit Chrome and restart it, and it'll
Yeah,
probably
hold on,
work.
I'm going to make this post first, though.
But you have to repost it to try it, right?
Check out this cheater symmetry.
That's true.
Well, I can still file the bug. It's going to be a lot weird. It's going to be a lot
But
harder.
you know, but why? Why even file it? Because I'm sure you're absolutely right. I'm sure as soon as I restart it, it's going to work.
Right. If filing this bug is really impossible to like figure out what the hell happened.
Right. It is.
It's like
There's
it didn't work. He restarted the browser and that worked. We're like, great.
right.
that's
Well, something happened, but you know, how are you going to isolate that? You'll never figure it out.
Doctor, this hurt yesterday, but it feels fine now. All right.
All right. So I'm going to quit out of Chrome. There we go.
You'd have to have Chrome debugging outputted and
Yeah, we don't have any.
a lot of fiddling. And then it could just stop doing it, and then you'd be...
That was weird, though. That was the first time I've ever seen that. Well, I can try to upload another image to Chrome, but then just not upload it, but just see if it does a black box when I restart.
Yeah.
I bet I'm 98% positive it's gonna do a.
Your new career in minimalism.
Yes. All black.
It's like when the Canadian government bought Voices of Fire, a modern art print, for several $1 million. There's a big outcry because there's just 3 big
It was your TV screen at night with the lines on it.
It's
That's
like
what
a
everybody said.
it's like a 10-foot high picture that's worth. It's now worth many, many more millions of dollars. So they got a good investment on it. But anyways.
All right, and I've already got my first comment from Brad Sloan, cheater. I like that.
Cheater? Because it's not real.
I cheat on clouds all the time. I clone clouds, like when one of them's blown up or they don't look right, or not so much buildings, but definitely clouds.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's try. I'm gonna try again now. Let's see here what happens. I totally know it's gonna work. I'll just pick another random image.
It must have been the fake image detection that they just put into the system.
The fake image.
This building does not.
Right.
The entire thing was a
You cannot
nipple.
Google Map this.
There's no Google locator. You don't know where this is.
I like
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna try one on Chrome now just to see what it does. Just a random image. Come on.
This is going to be a spider. Spider.
Oh.
I think Chrome is. I think I've got too many tabs open.
Oh, you only have a couple.
Got a few. Close them.
Wait.
Let's try it again. Kind of stuck. Share what's new. Oops. Oh no, that's not good.
So I guess that's what Trey was doing while he was gone this week. He was on a boat.
He was on
Apparently.
a cruise or something, right?
Yeah, he took a picture of the boat.
I never checked back if that picture he said was HDR or not, was it? Or was it a tone map single image? I can't find the picture.
Oh, Cosmel. I was just there a couple of years ago.
Okay, let's see.
I've never been on a cruise.
I don't think I ever will. I get
Average weight gain on a cruise, 7-day cruise, 9 pounds.
Shut up, really? Oh my god.
We went on a cruise on our honeymoon.
It was awesome.
I had to wear sweats home.
Look at that, it's working. It's working in Google Chrome now.
All right, so there's no mystery, just something, whatever, got screwed up and
So there's nothing wrong at all with Google Plus. There was some weird thing with Chrome.
Okay, let's just good.
All right. I gotta go back to Lightroom now.
Get back to work.
Okay, that's easy enough to figure out.
That's a cool picture.
It is.
I guess there was one in Stanford today, a holy...
That's what we're hearing about.
I thought it was tomorrow.
Or I think it's both days,
Is it
actually.
today?
Yeah, both days.
I saw pictures from it for today, yeah.
I should check out...
Oh, really? Is it big? Is it like a lot of people like this one?
I think it's really small. Well, it's big, but not
Frat houses and
Utah big.
Maybe they're charging too much for chalk.
yeah. What do they charge for chalk at Stanford? $8 a bag. $10 a bag.
Well, I think you pay what, like $18 to get in, but it includes unlimited color.
Oh.
Oh, is that right?
I was just searching Holy or Holly on Google Plus, and there's lots of pictures out from various people. Looks like
From Stanford?
Yeah, from Stanford. Looks like hundreds of people at least in some of these pictures.
Tens of people showed up.
Yeah, tens of people. Right in the Washington Monument.
That's cool.
I was at the real one in India years and years ago, but I managed to stay back because it was a very busy, aggressive crowd. And I was a tourist, so I didn't want to be bright purple for the rest of the day. Or whatever.
Huh. We should have shot that one down in Palo Alto. That sounds cool, though.
I think it's tomorrow, too.
Is it on Easter?
Website again. It's April 7th and 8th. Yeah, it's tomorrow from 11 to 3. Sand Hill Fields, wherever that is.
Huh.
It's $14 general admission.
$14?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it includes all the color you want.
I don't
really?
Yeah.
You better use a lot of color.
14.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that
7
includes,
bags worth.
they're getting 5,500 pounds of color.
That's interesting.
I like that one, Ricardo. It's got great reflections.
That's my post today.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's nice.
I have 12 people here from LA, so I haven't really looked at Google Plus all day, really.
Ah, your family's.
You have 12 people from LA are staying at your house?
Yeah, a bunch of my wife's sisters. Yeah, fairly big. They're all.
Stick them all in the basement.
Well, there's like 3 in the living room, and a couple in the piano room, and a few in the bedrooms. So no one's really fancy. They just, we have some high quality foamies that you could kind of buy from Costco, and away they go. It's more fun than them saying goodbye at 8 o'clock and going to a hotel at night or something. We can watch a movie and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
You still playing around with that Nintendo DS remote?
Yeah, it's good.
Cool.
I was doing some star shots last night. I have to run them through Star Stacks or whatever it's called maybe tomorrow.
I have never had the patience to figure out how to do Star Trail shots. Is there the time or the patience?
I don't think it's not with the software. It's not that hard, at least unless I'm missing something. But you just have to want to let your computer chug away for X number of hours without really touching it, which is always something I'm never keen on. The moon was really bright last night. So I was looking at it through my 180 macro I just bought, and it's getting a bit of a like a chromatic distortion or something in the lens. I think it might have been dust in the lens, but I was in the backyard wearing a red headlamp and couldn't really tell. So I'm gonna look at it under good light tomorrow and see what's up.
A 180 macro, that must be something.
You didn't want to come all the way up to Marin, eh, Cameron?
No, well, not with the family in town, and the boy's getting old enough now where I can start thinking about going out for sunsets and stuff. So my wife gets overwhelmed easy. So with a 5-year-old and a 7-week-old, it's a lot to just say, hey, see you later. I'm going off to shoot photos for 7 hours. It's all about me and my needs. I wish I could say that, but all seriousness, it's a temporary thing. So she has hobbies and passions as well. So
that's good.
It'll just be a little ways off for her to get to do hers, since the baby needs its mother. When it's really crying, I can't calm it down. She can.
That's right. The women get screwed every time.
That's right.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've been the
It starts that way and it ends that way.
Oh, bitterness there from Sandra.
I only have medium level skills at baby whispering, but I am learning.
Yeah, well, my oldest just turned 18 in January. And I can't wait till he moves his ass out of my house.
Sandra, you just said that out loud.
It's okay, I've said it to him several times.
Okay. It's all good.
I think right now in America,
packing my stuff.
In modern history, I think right now in modern history, there's the greatest number of kids who've moved back home with the economy over the last 3 years.
There's more 20-somethings living with parents right now than ever.
It's.
Well, you know what is funny in Latin America, it's just not that way. I mean, you're 18 and you go to college or you go to university and you get a job, and you can very, very well live in your parents' house and for well up in your 20s. It's just so different.
Yeah, a lot of.
You know what? If he was going to be going to school, but he can't make up his mind, and he wants to just waste his time. So, in my opinion, go get a job, get out there and learn how hard it is.
Exactly.
And then come back when you're serious, and then I will pay for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different in a way. It's different in a way because, like, I mean, the kids would still, like, you would still have a job and you will go to school, like you go to university or college and you have a part-time job. So it's not like you're not doing anything, but it's not like you wouldn't usually find like 18 or 20-year-olds living out of their house on your own with your own job. You know, they will usually go through college before. But most of the times they'll be having a part-time job or working full-time and going to school at night. That's what you usually see. But here's just so different. Here's like you're 18 and you're out. You know, you get a job or you get a college or you go to university and you work, and you're out of your house. It's just like a different culture. There's not like anything wrong with it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just different.
You know what I noticed? We've had in the last couple of years a big influx of people from other countries coming in, and a lot of them are from like Mexico and different places that, you know, it's really different for us in our city because we didn't have a lot of that, right? And you can see how they react with their children is different, like out in public and stuff. Like my kid, when he was 16, if I ever tried to give him a hug or a kiss on his cheek or something in public, like, oh my God, he'd freak out. And,
That's a major embarrassment.
But these guys, yeah, but these guys, like, they're just very open and loving to each other, it seems, and it's really kind of neat to see that. So that kind of plays along with what you're talking about, I think.
And you know, it's like, now that you mentioned that, another thing is like, you know, not so much the kissing and the stuff, but the hugging. You know, we tend to hug a lot. You know, you get to a party, you get to a meeting, to a dinner, to whatever, to a lunch, and you meet someone that you haven't seen in a couple of days or a week, and you just go up to them and you hug them and you give them a kiss in the cheek, and you know, it's like a warm and strong and meaningful hug. When I first got here a couple of years ago, and you know, you just like meet someone, or you just like see someone for the first time, or you meet someone at a dinner, and I just like hi, how are you doing? And I just like go to give them a hug. It's just like this like fake hug, like they just like palm you on your back, like I don't really want to touch you. What are you doing? Why are you getting so close to me? It's like, you know, it's just like, you know, it's just. It's so weird. It's different, and then when they get accustomed to it, they're like, "Oh, you get some really good hugs." I'm like, "Really good hugs?" This is just like, this is what I do all the time. There's nothing special in this hug. You need to wait until you see a special hug, then that will be different. It's just like, you know, it's just like, you know, this personal space thing. I had trouble at the beginning with this personal space thing. I was like, what is this personal space? Like, I can't touch you, I can get close to you, or what? But, you know, it's just a different culture. It's just as you say, you know, they don't mind like sharing like hugs, or, you know, showing their love in public with like mothers and kids or parents and their siblings. It's just a little bit different. It's just a little bit different.
And also,
go ahead. So you're saying they don't hug as much in America as other places?
No. They I mean, it's not. They first, they don't hug a lot, and second, it's not such an affectionate hug. You know, it's just like this. Like, I want to touch you, but I don't want to touch you, so I will just, like, palm you on your back, like, hey, how are you doing?
It's a man hug.
Yeah, it's just like, hey.
Quick and comfortable, gets it done.
Yeah, but you know, if you go to any Latin American country, it's like, and you see someone that you haven't seen for a week, it doesn't need to be like years or a month. It's just like a couple of weeks. And it's your body, and you're like, hey, how you doing? And you just like, you know, nothing wrong with it. You just like hug the guy or hug the girl, and you just, hey, how you doing? Just like a warm and, you know, cuddly hug, and And when I started doing it here, I was like, you know, when it started going on, I was like, what are you doing? Like, I'm hugging you. I'm like, wait, I don't do hugs like that. Like, I'm gonna give you a real hug. This is what we do. So you know, and there's nothing wrong with it. They're like, I don't know why they're like scared and stuff, and you just like hug them, and they're like, oh, that was really nice. I was like, I don't know what you have been doing all these years. Like, faked it. I don't know. This is how you're supposed
Ricardo,
to
did you
do
ever
it.
stop to think it's maybe because you're like this great big giant chocolate man?
That chocolate likes to hug.
Yeah. Well,
Get the sticky, sweet, melty stuff all over.
it crossed my mind sometimes, but I thought it was something else. I thought it was more than that. But no, it's
now when I finally get to hug Ricardo one of these days when I meet him in person, I'm gonna give him like a 45-second hug.
You can do it. You can do a 5 or 10-second hug. It's okay.
It's gonna be like a full-on like belly on belly hug.
Yeah.
You're like
I'll
even
just
like, say something
take you around and pick you up and turn you around in circles.
It's gonna be like a Capra photo or something.
Because I have done that too. You know, I just like when you know, I'm really tall. Like I'm like 6'8". So when I go to hug like these, like you know, I hug like a girl and she's like 5'5" or 5'6". I just like grab her by her waist and I lift her up and I spin her in 2 or 3 circles, and they're like out of their mind. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You'll be safe. I'm not gonna drop you."
You know what? Scott Jarvie did that to me, and I was like, "Oh my God, Scott, you're gonna break your back."
No, it's so much fun, isn't it like a lot of fun?
It is fun.
You just grab them and you just spin them in 2 or 3 circles, and they're like out of your mind, like, "Whoa, what are you doing? You're gonna drop me."
That's a great sunset, Ricardo. It's got a lot of good layers in the clouds.
What was that?
Other Ricardo.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about the sunset. I'm showing on the screen.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then they got really quiet.
A hush falls over the crowd.
It was all that hugging. Everybody's got to digest. They got to digest that a little bit.
That's my fault.
We all thought about the great hugs we've had and the not so great hugs. There's a moment of quiet contemplation.
Oh, well, I'm making progress. It feels like I'm getting closer, but I'm not going to finish these tonight. I'm so close.
What's your favorite preset to start from on Photomatix, Ricardo?
I always start from default.
Yeah, default, okay.
Yeah, I don't use any of the presets.
Yeah. Sometimes start with the cleaner, smooth one, or the...
Because each image is so different, and I'm not really even trying to do this image right now. I just want to see if it's worthwhile to keep.
Oh, pretty worthwhile.
Well, there's other contenders. There's like I took a few of this.
Yeah.
So there's.
It does have. It's got a lot of foreground.
Was this tonight?
Where did you take that, Ricardo?
Yeah, that's
this
what
was over in Utah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was Utah.
I think this one might be better because it has the star.
It's got the rays kind of coming out and.
Yeah. In fact, this one might be the one that I want to keep and work, even though I don't have really the top end of it.
I think I'm finally getting a handle on Lightroom. I've never used it before and just bought Lightroom 4 the day it came out.
Oh, I love
Lightroom.
It's so
I think I lower
the price down to reasonableness.
I go back. Yeah, the price was what did it for me. I go back and forth between CS 5 and 6 a lot though.
It's so much faster than Photoshop, though.
Yeah, I have a really fast laptop, but yeah, it does seem snappier on every count.
I run Photoshop on a solid-state drive, and everything just flies.
Yeah, that's my next upgrade for my laptop.
Solid state is where it's at for the operating system.
I have a solid state for my netbook. Otherwise, the netbook was unusable. It was too slow with its compact flash hybrid drive. It was really awful.
Oh my god, I sorted all my images. Woohoo!
You did it. I've still got a lot of tagging to do.
Now I can start processing.
I have a question to you, Lightroom people. If you're going through your images, and I just realized the other day that if you're going through them and you can just use the X to flag them, right?
Right.
Okay.
I used the little apostrophe up on the upper left.
Yeah, that toggles the flag on and off.
On top of the one?
On top of the tab. There's an
Right next to the
apostrophe.
one, just to the left.
Where the tilde is and the...
Oh, so that'll go on and off then?
Yeah, that'll.
Yeah, if you push that on and off, it flags it on and off.
Oh, okay, because I was using the X, but then I couldn't figure out what button, because if you flag one by accident, then I couldn't figure out how to change it back again, so that's good to know.
You can do, the U key will turn off all flags. So P will turn on the flag, X will turn on the delete flag, and U will turn off both flags.
Ah, okay. Okay, good. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Doug, how was the photo walk on Thursday that I missed?
It was good. Cold. But if you notice all the shots of the full moon, nobody has a shot that includes the moon in it. They've all got pictures of the bridge and things like that. So it was just weather-wise, it was clear, but we just weren't really in a good position to shoot the moon.
Right.
You know, it
Who all came out with you?
I invited two groups. I invited Google Plus people, and then I invited Marin Photo Club people. We had about 13 people from Marin Photo Club and about 8 from Google Plus. We had Luke was there.
Oh, great.
Luke came up. Who else was there?
Luke is great. I love Luke.
Bunch of new people, which
Nice.
was great. I would say out of the 8, 4 or 5 were new. It was fun.
I like watching that video of Luke driving like a crazy man in Death Valley through all those canyons and narrow roads. That's a good one. Not a crazy man. I mean, he's a competent driver, a highly competent driver with his vehicle. That's probably a better qualified. Yeah, but a little crazy.
So I got 976 done out of 1,036. So I got 24 and 36. I got 60 more photos to do.
So it's interesting because I'm trying to run. I did screen sharing and Hangout on the same machine I'm running Lightroom, and Lightroom gets so slow.
Really?
Yeah, you don't notice it?
You should get a Mac.
I have a Mac.
Get a faster Mac.
I got a really kick-ass iMac.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
But no, the whole thing is quite a bit slower, about half the speed, I'd say.
Really? No, I have found. Or are you using the latest version of Lightroom?
Yeah, I got Lightroom 4, but I also have a 27-inch monitor I'm working full screen on.
I'm doing that too. I've got the.
And I've got the Hangout on a second monitor.
I'm doing the exact same thing you're talking about. And Lightroom's running fine.
Same setup you're running.
Interesting.
What does are you on the latest version of Lightroom, the 4.1 that just came out like last week with the new?
No, I didn't put that in.
Is the real deal already out? I thought that was just an early release.
I thought that was an alpha, yeah.
Release candidate.
Release candidate.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the real deal. I'm not putting no release candidates on my computer.
I'm running I'm just running the 4.0 release.
Okay.
How about you? Are you on the pre-release?
I found I was running the 4.0 release, and then I found when I moved to the release candidate, it's a lot faster.
Well, that same thing happened when Lightroom 3 came out. 3.0 was slow, and Ricardo and I were talking about this, weren't we, Ricardo? We were talking about the fact that it was they kept the debug code in or something like that.
That's what you were saying, and that might make sense. I mean, this definitely feels slow to me.
Yeah. So I don't know, Thomas. You're having good luck with that beta or that pre-release. I may go do that.
Really fast. Yeah,
okay.
It feels.
Yeah.
I mean, really, as fast as I can expect without having a flash drive, without having
All right.
You know that
SSD.
I think I mean you probably have the same computer I do. I mean I'm running at 12 gigs on a 3.4 gigahertz Core i7 iMac.
Mine won't take 12 gigs. How'd you do that?
So it's an older iMac then.
Mine's about a year. Oh no, I got 16 gigs.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 16 gig, 2.93 gigahertz i7.
It's a pretty fast computer.
Yeah, SSD drive.
I wonder what else you might be running that really is causing this.
No, I think it's the older. I think it's just the older version of Lightroom.
Maybe you've been rooted and you're actually a mail server.
You're right.
It's very possible because I'm doing the same thing you're doing. Like I'm sharing my screen.
All right, I'm gonna go get the new Lightroom.
This is just this is Lightroom 4, the first version. I don't have the new.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know. I upgraded to the release candidate, and I think it feels faster. It feels speedier to me.
I'm gonna pick it up as soon as they make it for reals. I'm not running no reels.
Could be wrong.
Ricardo, are you using a second monitor also?
I'm using one monitor.
Okay, that might be it because I have a 27-inch iMac and then I've got a 23-inch second monitor.
I'm watching the Hangout right now on a 17-inch MacBook Pro, and then I've got the 27-inch Cinema Display monitor that I'm working on Lightroom with.
Okay. I got a lot. I had Photoshop open. I got Microsoft Word open.
That's probably.
I have Photoshop open too. Mine's my still there.
Get rid of some of this junk here. What else have I got? iTunes. That's the worst thing.
Yeah,
get rid of that piece of shit.
It's a big pig.
Google Earth is bad too.
Yes, it is. Are you running that too?
No, not right now, but yeah, as I am. It's like
yeah, that'll use up a lot. I got Safari open also. What's that open for? Get that out of here.
I run Windows, so I'm keeping quiet to this whole thing.
Yeah, Windows.
Good idea.
It gives me a good standard of living, Windows. So I don't know if my career would be quite the same if I made Mac software all these years. So
that's right.
It'd be different. I just have no way of quantifying it.
That much less income.
Well, it could be way more, but it's hard to say.
I'm on a PC and Mandy's right next to me on an iMac, side by side.
My wife has a MacBook Pro, but
I love the MacBook Pro. I wonder when they're going to come out with the new ones.
Yeah,
say this year, right?
I want to get her a new one for Christmas. Get her a really nice one.
I think they should be up on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Maybe September, October refresh.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because hers is about 3 years old, and it still runs okay, but she uses it a lot, and I think she could do with a new one. So.
I get a new computer every 3 years, and so this fall will be 3 years that I've been on this MacBook Pro, so I'm looking forward to upgrading.
I get a new one every year from work, so.
What?
Well, it's cheap. You pay people a ton of money to work. All of our employees, we do this. There's people who do more. The accountants get the lower end laptops or the hand-me-downs, and the bookkeeper types, and everyone else gets the faster ones. So. And we have imaging software, so it's easy to roll out a new image to people. So. But, if you want people to work their fastest, we want everyone to have the fastest hardware possible because we want them to work as much as possible and squeeze every last cent out of them. It's strictly ruthless capitalism.
When you're paying somebody over $100,000 a year, what's a $2,000-$3,000 computer every year? Right? If you can get, say, some single-digit percentage more work out of them, which is probably closer to 10% more if it's faster.
I mean, a lot of our customers, some of their workers, they're waiting 30 seconds per task for the computer to catch up. It's ridiculous. They're using like a 6-year-old computer running Windows XP. It's just a piece of crap. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Hey, this is interesting. Adobe Labs, which is where the release candidate is, obviously on a much slower server than the production Adobe stuff. The download speeds are much slower. Fascinating.
Interesting.
It must be sitting underneath somebody's desk somewhere. I'll be here for a while.
Yep. Sounds like you will. All right, well, I'm going to hit it and go to bed.
Good night, Thomas.
All right, good night. You guys can keep hanging out. I'm running. Catch you later.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
A few more minutes with me.